Hello, everyone. Happy Saturday evening, or morning if you're on the other side of the world, and welcome to London Towerfall's third guest episode. We're taking a little detour from our normal story to do one more escapade through London with nearly a whole new cast of characters. Nearly. We have Dom. We brought Dom with us because why wouldn't you bring Dom? Interesting fact, this was actually originally going to be called When Dom Met Galley. That was originally going to be the original
working title.
The working title. Yeah, that was the working title.
Cowardice. That's what I call it.
It was basically going to be a whole episode of just Valerian on babysitting duty as these two go around London, creating masquerade breaches left, right, and centre. Hey ho. I'm Hedgehawk, Hedgehawk UK Online. I use he/him pronouns. I am going to attempt to tell a story tonight. We're all a bit giddy. Who knows which way this is going to go? And we have Monster. So I give it, 10 minutes until Apollo starts bouncing on the seats?
Don't choke. God.
Yeah,
hey, it'll take more than that to make me choke. Sorry.
Wow! Oh god, there was no signal.
I pulled out my camera. Fuck.
Yeah. No.
That's what you get. That's what you get.
This did happen on the Apollo stream earlier. There is a very tight cable that if he moves his foot ever so slightly in one direction, the camera goes offline. There we go. So the key here is not to excite Apollo too much.
Oh my god.
Right, I'm going to let everyone introduce themselves and their characters.
Should I go first?
Please go first, because
give Apollo a chance
to recover. Yeah. If you'd be so kind.
Hello everyone, I'm Callan. I use they, them, and new pronouns. Tonight, I am playing Gwen, who uses she, they pronouns. And I wasn't meant to be here. But my friends are rubbish. So, I don't care for
watching. And we love having you here.
So I'm here instead, I didn't want to miss a session. And now I'm not going to miss a session for the whole campaign. Yeah! Woo! So that's me. I'm here to party. I've decided to write a character who won't cause chaos. And you can quote me on that when you make a TikTok.
Now, why would you do that?
No, I'm going to say, we've had Morgan, we've had Alexander. Okay. 1 for 3.
Why would you do that?
Inez.
Oh,
Inez.
hi.
Introduce us to, and also pronounce the name, because I can't pronounce it.
It's amazing. It's the most amazing name. Hi. My name is Inez. I use she, her pronouns. I look very good. Thank you very much.
You do.
Thank you so much for noticing. Anyways, tonight, for one night and one night only, I will be playing Letitia Dauphine, the Toreador who loves being sexy and wielding a sword. So that's it. We'll get to know more about her later.
Yeah.
I see sword lady. I'm happy.
Yeah.
There you go. Exactly.
Right. Anna.
Hi, I'm Anna or Riley, whichever one you prefer. I use they, them pronouns, and following Callum's example, if you happen to be Dutch, my pronouns are die, hen, hun. And I will be playing Dominic, as always, your favorite himbo, who now has even less knowledge of vampire culture, because we're going back in time. So that will be fun.
It was either bring Dom back or have another round with that book again, and to be honest, I didn't fancy another round with the book.
No.
That's reserved for later on. Right, last but not least, and hopefully now composed, Apollo. No, he's gone. We had him.
See, I knew it was coming, and I was like, I'm good. I'm writing down my notes. I have my little notebook out. I'm good. And then you started talking, and I know it was going to be me, and I was like, oh no, I'm gone.
I mean, you assumed it was coming, but we can never assume that something's going to come. What?
Yeah, for real.
And
Anyway.
Stop! We gotta stop.
otherwise Apollo's not going to get through it.
He's not gonna get through it.
I'm going through it anyway.
He's just a little guy.
I'm gonna build up your stamina. Oh,
No.
Won't even.
I'm so sorry. I'll stop.
Hey y'all, my name is Apollo. I'm an Irish cosplayer, voice actor, TWG performer. Tonight I will be playing for the third time. This is the third time I've played Vampire. I'll be playing Gali Argenta, a toreador who is hot and a little bit less dumb than last time a year later.
But very much emphasis on the word hot.
Yeah, very hot, a little bit more knowledge, but it's still not a lot.
I would like to, at this point out that we have 3 hot characters, and I have decided to make a character who is mechanically repulsive.
I mean,
As you should. It's for
Balance
balance.
things.
yeah.
I feel like I
Work.
replicated the balance of the real world
Yeah.
team in the game.
Oh my
Uh,
God.
No, don't say that about
Don't
yourself.
say that.
No.
Look, I get it. I know I don't have the
It's-
best looking face. It's
It's
fine.
the hot ones plus my character.
Fudge.
Listen, everyone
Uh-huh.
here is a snack, okay?
There you go.
Um,
However, I'm a 3-course meal.
That's also true.
so that's the end of the show. We're never coming back.
That was it. Good night.
I mean, you know what? There are worse ways to go.
We'll do a comedy variety hour instead.
I want to give one quick shout out before we start. If you like D&D, which you should, because it's not that bad. It could be worse. And
Amazing promo.
Fantastic. That's fine. Did you know I'm the new spokesman for Wizards of the Coast? It could be worse.
We're not literally fascists at the moment.
Say, hey, we did the slave monkey thing. We can go lower, but we won't for a while.
Yeah.
Oh my
As you
God.
know, according to Twitter, the fancy races inside of Wizards of the Coast game have no relation to real life racism
Oh
and should
my
not be
God.
associated with it.
Anyway.
So how do you know they're being racist, though? What are you basing this off of? Tell me that. Anyway,
It's fantasy.
continue.
I didn't know. It's a made-up word, clearly.
Yeah. If you like D&D, you like fantasy, you like magic and airships and other stuff, which has now completely eluded me. I need to write these down before we start. Then you'll absolutely love Some Other Heroes on Sundays, 3 p.m. BST. Chris is an amazing, I was about to say storyteller, which is true, but that's for Vampire. But he is an amazing storyteller. God damn the English language. Who also had their birthday yesterday or today. I want to say it was yesterday. I
Happy
can't.
late birthday or happy birthday. You know.
I'll be honest. Today and yesterday have kind of blurred into one for me, so I can't tell what's happened yesterday and what happened today. But no, a very happy birthday regardless. I've loved all the many years of watching Some Other Heroes, and I can't wait to watch some more tomorrow. Right.
I'm watching wrestling.
Right. Are we ready?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Woo!
Right then, let us begin. So, tonight's story takes place about, I think we said about 5 or 6 months before our main campaign starts. Nothing big's kicked off, nothing sort of majors come to the surface. It's relatively quiet in London. You know, vampires be vamping, Inquisition be sleuthing, but no one's really done anything to trigger anything. However, tonight, someone, no one knows who they are, an anonymous contact, has managed to bring the 4 of you together from 4 very different strands of London and beyond to pull off a heist. and steal an artifact and return it to their original owner. You haven't been told a lot about this job. All of the sort of communications have been done remotely or anonymously. All you know is that essentially the reward for this was essentially a blank check. Name your price. Whoever it is agree to pay for costumes, for whatever you want. There is literally no expense spared on this. Whoever is trying to get this artifact clearly wants it. You've all been picked up around London in this really nice, luxurious black limo, which is going to take you to your destination, a nightclub, all the way in the city of London, which is the lovely mile-long central part of London, because London has to be within London. It's weird. They're weird. To a skyscraper called Fenchurch Building. It's commonly known as the walkie-talkie building, apparently, because it does look a bit like a walkie-talkie, just without the aerial. Architects, they get paid too much and they make weird shapes on buildings. I'm a more practical man myself. Lines, windows, it works. What is art? Now, at the top of this building is a nightclub called Sky Chance, and it is owned by one Hugo Turner, a Ventru who took advantage of the post-Inquisition years to consolidate a lot of power. For the record, this Hugo Turner is the precursor of Valerian.
I think Valerian currently doesn't exist.
Valerian exists, just Valerian's not as powerful as Valerian is now.
5 months ago, Valerian wasn't in power.
No, Valerian had a bit of a moment.
Oh, Jesus.
Look, Valerian can't have a constant upwards trajectory. There has to be some bad times.
Sorry, but Valerian is trading blood.
Yes, Valerian is trading blood, but not to the extent that they are in the main campaign or back at the Concordant. There's been a dip in business.
It's been so we're in a dip for Valerian.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
R.I.P. Valerian.
That's all I'm going to say, really, for now at least. So, this limo is starting to get to the centre of London. 4 of you sat inside. Inez, describe Letitia for me.
Yes, Letitia is a white woman. She is not from England at all. She actually is from Australia. I don't have an Australian accent. I will not be doing it.
Howard!
I got really excited for a second.
No, I don't have an Australian accent, and it's very, very bad. So I will not be doing it.
Go on.
She is. Oh my god. So she's from Australia. She is tall, very pale-skinned, has long, flowing, curly, dark hair that like goes to like the middle of her back. And she's wearing a beautiful black dress that complements her figure very well. Her makeup is done correctly at all times. She just looks very beautiful as she is. And I think like in the car, she's like touching up her powder while like talking to people. doing all that stuff.
Nice. So, Apollo, what's Gally wearing? What's Gally's nightclub
Gally?
dress look like?
Okay, nightclub. That's the vibe. Gally is. I'm gonna take a swing. Gally is sitting across the way from Letitia. Gally is in. From the waist up, it looks like the top of a very ornate dress. But it is straight up a pantsuit. It's one of those dresses that, like, you see it from the side and you're like, oh my god, what a beautiful dress. Boom, haha, I have legs. I'm sorry, Callum, you good? I'll keep going.
Yep.
Yeah, it is black. It is black with like dark blues and orange details that look almost like a galaxy. It has a sort of like strapped back, so there's a lot of back showing. They're also just have a small bag slung across their shoulder, where inside they just have, you know, couple effects, gun, what have you. The usual things that you need for a nightclub in London. And they're just looking at, I think they're not even looking at Letitia. I think they're dressed, they're nervously tapping their foot, and they're on their phone just doing quick maths, just trying to think of Gally accepted this job, and since they accepted the job, they've only been thinking about the payout. What could they do with a blank check? How many of their plans could they put in motion? How many projects could be funded? So they're literally just like, I'm gonna get this done, so I may as well start now thinking about how I'm gonna spend it.
Best way to be, I guess. Got motivation to carry on. Callum, introduce Gwen to us.
So Gwen enters the limo, sees everyone else, doesn't say anything. Is wearing like quite a it's like a slightly long winter coat, grey. Is wrapped up with a scarf around their face, but they are also wearing a mask that covers their nose, their mouth. The jacket has a hood which is up, and you can't really make out their ears. They have like browning, like dark brown hair. It's like somewhere between black and brown. They're very pale. Wearing like something between practical and practical pair of trousers with plenty of pockets. It's probably a pair of men's trousers that like you could get at a walking shop. Heavy boots. Well, not heavy boots. Sturdy boots. And they have piercing, like green eyes. And that's all you see of them, and they don't really say anything as they sit. They should take a seat next to Gally.
Awesome. Last but not least, Anna, introduce us to younger Dom.
Younger Dom. Okay, well, so Dom is a white man, has dark.
Just the introduction of as a white man, I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, fair, very fair. Has like longer, I guess, like my length hair, darker brown hair, but has like a one part of it in a bun at the back, and then wears a wine. You know, those kind of pirate shirts, like with the where it comes around here, and then like in the little things here, so the deep V cut, and it's like wine red. with black, kind of not really fancy but nice trousers, and but then has paired it with like really strangely fitting white-ish sneakers that shouldn't work but somehow works. And yeah, that's pretty much. It also has like a sword, one single sword earring.
Awesome.
And a beard, obviously, because I always forget that because I
always forget
painted
that
one
you-
on for a reason.
And so yeah, just, you know,
Yeah, the beard as well, because
you know, just there with the beards and just
Yeah.
forget about it.
yeah. So
I
used to
also
it now.
forgot. I also forgot to mention that, like, on a silver chain with like a little butterfly thing hanging off, Letitia has a sword around her waist.
Nice.
It's like on a silver chain. It's like very heavy, so it's like leaning to one side, but somehow she seems to carry it and not give a shit.
Despite this lovely slender figure, somehow this sword defies the laws of physics and is
Yes.
able to somehow gravitationally hold.
Oh, come on. She has 3 strength. It's fine.
Oh, so we can accept fucking vampires, but a sword hanging a little bit weirdly
Do
is
you know
where
what?
you draw the
That's where
line.
we draw the realism line.
Exactly. And also she has big hips. Thank you very much.
I also forgot to mention, if you were paying attention to Gwen as she entered the limo, she was talking to a carrion crow
Ah,
Slay.
fun.
that has been following the limo the whole way.
Fun.
Ooh, fancy.
Nice.
No further questions.
No, of course not.
No further questions.
Yeah.
Ronna.
Like
I want you to
Right.
know Letitia has seen it fucking all. She has seen
Yeah.
everything. She doesn't care.
I think Dom
She
didn't
has
even
seen
notice.
Mother die and stand up.
Right. So you're all sitting here together. I'm assuming you'll introduce yourselves to each other. Exchange the pleasantries. No,
No.
Stay completely silent. Awesome.
I think Letitia does like introduce herself
Hmm.
to you. But then when you don't respond, she's like, all right, quiet one. That's fine. You know.
I think Dom is just nervous. It doesn't say much.
So what I want to ask Dom,
Right.
what does Dom want out of this heist? What's Dom's reward?
I think because Dom's currently still lost and still obviously jobless, just thinks like money would be nice, I guess. Because rent is they've got savings, but at one point they're gonna run out, and they don't think that they don't know much about like being a vampire, but they've got a feeling that it's pretty permanent. So like.
I don't think I can come back from this.
Yeah,
So
vampire-
money is a good reason for him to do that.
Sounds pretty
Awesome.
permanent, this vampirism thing. Really.
I only wanted to dabble into it for a bit. Right. So, after you do your pleasantry exchanges, we arrive at the base of the tower. The limo is going to stay here. When you've done your job, you come back into the limo. They will take you to your contact, who will give you your payments and take possession of said artifact. All you know about this is that apparently it's a mirror.
Slay.
Those aren't hard to miss when I'm in them.
They did give you a warning about this mirror, which is don't directly look into it if somebody else is holding it.
Oh, fun. Okay.
And
No.
the mirror is being held in a nightclub.
Yes, there is a vault. So this kind of like complex that Hugo owns. The nightclub forms the upper 2 floors. Underneath that is a kind of penthouse where Hugo lives, and underneath that is a vault floor. dedicated to holding all of Hugo's very expensive and totally legitimately acquired things. And this artifact is front and center of that collection in the vault. This is a very prized mirror. Yes, Inez.
Do we know if this nightclub is only for vampires or only for mortals?
Well, normally it is for both. However, tonight is October 31st. And in honor of having a bit of fun, yes, in this having of fun, it is a Kindred only night. So,
Fun.
while everyone else is out there wearing bad prosthetics and, you know, pointy hats, all of the sort of famous Kindred in London are all converging into one place. With one nice big bash. Nothing could ashamedly go wrong with that at all. It's a solid strategy for having a good time.
Yeah. What could go wrong? You know? Not like we're gonna steal something. What?
So you guys arrive. The limo sort of lets you get out. The driver gets out, opens the door. The foyer of this tower, is quite busy. There's about 6 elevators that specifically go up straight to the nightclub, and they are constantly going up, down, as
elevators are wanted.
As elevators are wanted to do. Large. We'll get there.
I'm sorry, your role building is great. I'm so sorry.
It's fine. We'll get there. Yeah, there's a lot of Kindred activity here. The beauty of it being Halloween is that the Kindred kind of have their guard half down, because if you masquerade breach now, you can just say it's Halloween. So as long as you don't do something too egregious, you don't have to have, hide your skin color a little bit. You know, it's okay to be completely pale as a ghost on Halloween.
It's only Halloween.
you
because
white.
Valeria isn't here.
The one thing you do notice, however, about this tower is there is a lot of security. Security is quite tight around this tower. You can definitely tell that the security guards are Kindred themselves. They're kind of not stopping anyone getting in the elevators, they're just watching. Carefully watching. They're wearing, traditional kind of, civilian security outfits to kind of blend in and not arouse suspicion to anyone who's not Kindred. Is there anything you want to do on the ground level before ascending up to the club itself?
Wink to one of the guards.
They notice, they look for a second, and then kind of look down. They can't blush, but they're they'd blush if they could.
Before we enter the building, I put out my arm for my crow to land on my arm. Keep an eye on the top floors and let me know if there's anything I should be worried about.
Okay. Crow goes off.
Here in the kind of like foyer area that we're in, is there anybody that I can clock from where we are as we're making our way in that I'm like, oh, that's a prominent person in the community. This is somebody of note. Or like maybe these are people that have a rivalry. There's like drama here.
Yeah. You don't say about drama or rivalry, but you do see one person entering. One person in the elevator just as the door closes. You see Quinn getting into one of the elevators. It's a big club. It's inevitable. Quinn's going to be around. I mean, come on. It's not a vampire party unless Quinn's around. Although
I
after
think they're
after
fucking
last
good.
after the last episode, I think Quinn's no longer in people's good books anymore.
Fucking bitch.
This is
Who
where
said
Inez,
that? Who said that?
this is where Inez breaks the timeline.
This is why I kill Queen Kaylin and everyone fucking dies.
Am I in good standing with Quinn?
Yeah. You after the hotel incident, you're in really good terms. In fact, you've done quite well for yourself actually. With Logos's help, I mean, you're in with Quinn, you're in with Axel. You've got quite a few ins here. Logos has a lot of connections, it seems.
Oh yeah. I think if that's the case, I think right before we left the limousine, they put on the last piece of their outfit because look, aesthetic over practicality. It is not comfortable to sit in that fucking outfit, but it's just a big kind of like a series of connecting harness pieces that like hug the legs, go down the arms, and just kind of like accentuate the waist and stuff like that. And I think they're gonna try go up to Quinn and just be like, "Hey Quinn, been a while. How are you?"
See, Quinn had put her arm out to stop the elevator doors from closing a second. Golly,
And of course, hurrying behind.
I didn't know you were coming tonight. How surprising.
Well, it'd be surprising. It's Halloween. Gotta have fun. This is a good place to meet the community, you know?
True, I don't know. You know, we get that vibe, you think this might not be your place, even though it makes perfect sense for you to be here. But that's just me, you know. You've got friends.
Yeah. Let me introduce you. These are Gwen, Letitia, and Dominic.
Hi, so nice to meet you.
I never gave anyone my name.
Oh, sorry.
This is
Also, I
These
just
are
realized
Letitia, Dominic, and the person that is under so many clothes that I can really only see their eyes, but they're really pretty eyes, so I'm not going to ask questions.
Huh. You'll have to excuse me if I don't remember names. I know a lot of people, and my memory is something which I'm not well known for. That's why I have no books. I don't have my notebooks with me right now. But Letitia, Dom, person whose name we don't know, and of course, Gali, I can't forget you after what happened at the hotel. And everything you did. But just promise me one thing. For tonight, no repeats of what happened at the hotel.
I promise to be on my worst behavior.
That's what I like to see.
Are we in the elevator with her, like riding up?
I don't think I would have gone in. I think I would have just stayed outside.
I mean, you can come up if you want. There's more than enough room for us all.
Gwen just enters the elevator.
I think Dom just
Oh,
going up.
goes.
Well, okay,
We're
there
going up.
we go. That's what's happening.
Hey, scooch in a little bit.
How many people are in this elevator out beside Quinn?
Just Quinn and her one bodyguard.
Got it.
Um,
Okay.
Quinn, it looks like almost when Quinn arrived, the people who were going to use the elevator moved aside. Because
We're riding with Miranda Priestley. Here we go. Let's fucking go.
yeah, it's Quinn. You know, whereas Valerian might be on the down, Quinn's currently on her ascent.
Of course.
You know, she
I
came
think-
out of the hotel situation smelling of roses.
Yes, of course. I think Letitia will be very nosy, and she will go. The hotel? I think I might miss something. What happened at a hotel?
Oh, it was just, you know, negotiations running amok, trying to do the right thing, and then people getting in the way, and certain people having to be shouted at, and no progress
Hostile
being
group of
made.
vampires. Mirrors
Exactly.
to infiltrate a hotel where the negotiations are happening.
And that was oddly specific. So see, so Queen goes quiet for a second. So like, as if
look
she's
at
making
Quinn,
a
I
note.
just go.
No, it's not like it's hidden knowledge. It's not like I tried to cover any of it up. Just not many people are knowledgeable about specifics.
Correction. You didn't try very hard.
And why am I feeling my blood pressure increase even though I don't have a blood pressure?
You only have blood.
And
Anyway,
you know
Quinn,
what
it was
I
lovely
trying
to
get
see you.
at. It was very nice to see you as well.
You have fun. I'll get you a drink later.
Fine, sure. I mean, I'm meeting. Me and Axel are gonna have a few drinks together. You can come join us if you want.
Of course.
At that point, the doors open. Quinn. I think Quinn was at the back of the elevator. I'd say Letitia's probably at the front of the elevator.
Yes.
As the doors open, Quinn goes to walk forward to sort of strut out first. I'm going to ask the bitchy question because I know that you want the bitchy response. Does Letitia go out and move out the way, or does she go out first herself?
I think Letitia sees. Game recognizes game, right? And so she will step aside, let Quinn go out first. However, then immediately after, strut out
Go out.
even better.
um,
Like actually, like
really put
size
work
up the
into it.
runway, you know, and then just absolutely just jump out of there.
Awesome. I mean, everyone's looking. You've definitely caught their attention. Quinn thinks it's for her because she can't see you behind her. But actually, yeah, it's for Letitia. Letitia has made a scene.
So I look at the hottest guy there and I give him a wink.
Same thing kind of happens. Just kind of like struggles to compose themselves for a second, and it's like, okay, if I keep looking, it's gonna get awkward. I need to look away. They look away.
I would like to at this time. I would also like to
Change
turn
the-
on my awe.
I thought that was coming.
Yep, there comes the awe. Let me just change the music on R20.
What is it to resist awe? It's just a
Change
bonus to your
that.
persuasion checks, isn't it?
Yeah, I believe so, yes. There we go. New music.
I just realized this is the worst party for a stealth mission.
Yeah, we're not being stealthy. We're being very social and
I
being
mean,
very.
to be fair, that was kind of the approach at the hotel as well. Be very
We just go up to
overt.
everyone and be like, you heard of this fucking mirror?
No. No.
Oh, do you need an R20 link, Apollo?
Ideally.
I totally skipped my mind. I'm like,
It's fine.
I'm just there going, what can I see for?
It's like, I'll imagine it.
I can resist your awe. I would like to resist Letitia's awe.
You can do that.
Go for it.
It's not necessarily for the party. It's for the party outside.
That party, not that party.
Yeah.
Party in the USA.
Well,
While Callum does that, what's Dom feeling as Dom walks out of this elevator?
Dom is fucking nervous because they're not. This is a heist.
Mm.
They've never done something like this before. He's only been a vampire for like 2 months. Doesn't know what the fuck he's doing. Doesn't know what he's getting himself into. And this, I guess, with his fame, trying to look if anyone's recognized him at this point, because he really hope no one does.
At the moment, no one has.
Right.
So the good news about where you are is, well, first of all, Letitia's doing an extremely good job of kind of pulling attention. Because here's the thing: Dom has fame. Letitia has fame plus God knows what.
I mean, I've got awe as well. I just don't. I just haven't turned it on because Dom wants to try and keep low as much as possible.
Yeah. Okay. 4 successes on resisting the awe.
That's exactly why I'm here. I'm the one taking the attention.
Yeah.
Remind me, Callum, what is it to do awe? I don't have to go through the book.
The awe to turn it on is
It's
free.
automatic. Okay.
To resist it is a manipulation plus presence or a computer plus
You're completely muted, Callum.
As to roll die, yes. So I resist my using. Basically, I need to know what Inez's manipulation plus presence is, and anyone else in the party, of the whole party who is aware of her presence, who would like to resist it, has to roll composure plus intelligence.
So my manipulation plus my presence is 8.
You're gonna roll it.
Oh, I do? Why? Ah.
In case anyone wants to resist it.
Okay. My bad.
Because they might.
Manipulation.
I don't even think Dom understands what's going on.
Yeah.
so nothing to roll.
Yeah, Galley's not even gonna try resist, guys. Like, they're hot. They got it. Game recognizes game. You gotta respect it.
So much
Fucking
gaming.
hell.
Yeah.
7.
My bad.
Wow.
Yeah, even when you try, this is something about Letitia that just draws you towards them. You're in this sort of another kind of lobby for the nightclub. Before you go out into the nightclub proper, actually, look, I'll describe the lobby a bit first. It's got like black marble tiles with black vinyl walls with neon strips going down the sides of the ceiling. Kind of one half's pink, one half's blue. Kind of like bounces off the reflective black floor quite well. In front of you is the security to get into the nightclub. They have what appears to be 3 metal gates. Nothing dissimilar to what you might have at an airport. And they are filtering people through one by one to get into the club proper.
Did I see Quinn go through?
Yeah, Quinn went through just like everybody else.
Did she, like, take off anything that was
Nope.
metal?
No, just... The thing is, they're not even staying in this thing very long. They're simply walking in, standing for 1 second, and then walking through.
Cool.
It's quite quick processing, actually.
Well, it seems like they're not taking weapons. So.
Can I? Is it definitely a metal detector?
I never said it was a metal detector.
I would like to make a deduction. I would like to make a deduction on its purpose.
Okay, I will say, give me intelligence plus investigation, and I'll say you can use your deduction. DC 3. This isn't too. I think Gwen's probably the best one here to figure out what this is.
Yep, that's 4 successes.
4, okay,
Nice.
I'll let you know everything you need to know on it. So, these are not metal detectors. As you get closer in the light, you can actually see. Gwen would know enough about this. So, very faintly, as if it's been scratched off the height where it used to be, are symbols that would reveal that this is ex-Inquisition equipment. These are X-scopes. These are designed to check if you are a Kindred or not. But they're rigged to look like metal detectors.
Why don't they just get a bloodhound? Fine.
This is sophisticated. This is the future. What better way to annoy your enemy than steal their resources and use it in a nightclub?
That's actually really funny, though.
As
It
someone
is.
who is a known dead body to the Inquisition, I am familiar with this technology.
Yeah, they're installed in most most major city airports. They've now upgraded their metal detectors to these, and there are rumours that in London the Inquisition has been turning them into CCTV cameras, making smaller versions of them so that they can detect Kindred from the safety of their own control rooms. But that's just hearsay and rumour. No one's actually confirmed it. But yeah, they're not metal detectors. You do see that one person does get stopped. And they kind of get pulled to the side. And they you can see that the guard is trying to politely turn them away. But they're getting a little bit angsty, trying to create a bit of a scene. So the guards kind of go, no, just come with me. We'll go into the office and we'll sort this out. And there's like a security office to the right, see a door to it. And they take that person into there.
I head over.
Mm-hmm.
This is clearly a human, right?
Yeah.
Would I be able to use manipulation streetwise to suggest to them there's a cheaper bar with a better atmosphere a couple of floors down?
Yeah.
In a nearby area?
Yeah. I mean, I won't make you roll for it. He's a human. He's not going to actively resist particularly well. Yeah, you kind of tell them, hey, look, there's a bar down on like the 20th floor that's much better than this place. They kind of they haven't gruff for a minute. The puppy, oh, I want to speak to the manager, yada yada yada. Eventually, they calm down and go, okay, fine, I'll head on down. They go back to the elevators and down they go. You sort of see the security guard eyes you up a little bit, and it's just kind of like, thanks for that. That's takes a bit of slack off my plate.
No worries.
Well,
Busy night?
yeah, it's very, very busy. It's that night where it's like, hey, let's put the gates out, and we have to filter everyone in one by one, so it's a bit of a hectic thing to get everyone in, because this is the place everyone wants to be. You know? I can get you ahead if you want. You don't have to wait.
Thanks for the offer, friend, but no need. I'm apparently here with a party.
Oh, look, they can come through too. I'm not gonna begrudge it against people.
I want to see them go through it.
Okay. That's fine. So you're all given a chance to walk through. As Letitia has seen with Quinn, they're not checking bags. They're not checking in weapons. There are a few glances at the sword, and some confusion as to whether a weapon that big should be allowed in. Most people carry covert weapons, not overt weapons, but they don't. Mostly because the guard that Gwen spoke to kind of backs them down a little bit, and gets you all through the scanners.
Can I say that Dom doesn't realize this is like a vampire scanner? So when he comes up to it, he takes out his phone and his keys and starts to like hand them over.
The guards just sort of there. They look like they see you do that, and they fully expect it to like go off when you walk through, and it doesn't. And there's just this perplexed look on their face as they like look at the scanner screen and look at you, then look at the screen again. It's like, okay, you can put them back in your pocket. You don't need to take them out. It's fine. You can go through.
Oh, okay. And just puts them back and just very confused. just keeps walking.
And you sort of see that he sort of takes you like puts an arm on your shoulder just as you like go through, like pulls you in. So he goes, "Hey, are you new to all this?"
Yeah. I mean, you mean the thing, right?
Yeah, the bites thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's fine.
So,
We're all new ones. It's fine. Just relax.
so that what was that for then?
That's just to check if you're one of us.
Oh, you can do that. Oh, that's
We can't. Our enemies can. But we borrowed it permanently.
Oh.
Don't think about it.
Wait. Enemies? What?
Do you know
I
what?
think
Just have a drink. Enjoy the night. Go have a drink, and don't forget that if you drink too much and you're not prepared for it, you may throw it back up.
I have. That's something I have.
Have you got that? Okay. Have you had that yet?
Yeah,
So
I've had
are they
that
ser-
before.
Are they serving alcohol and not blood?
They are serving a mixture. They are serving whatever you like. There is alcohol. If you would like to have your blush on and have some alcohol, you can have some alcohol. If you would like to have some blood, you can have some blood. If you'd like to have some water, you can have water.
Are
Yeah.
there live bodies, or is it all pre-prepared?
It's all pre-prepared. They're not. This isn't.
That would be weird.
Yeah.
That's the law.
Yeah,
most-
really.
Yeah.
There's
most-
just some fucking dude behind the bar called Michael. Like, yeah, man, I got that. Oh shit. Oh.
Normally, in this kind of setting, if we were in Paris, for example, you would expect the party to have humans wandering around
Yeah.
who you can take and
But then
drink
go
from.
feed. Yeah.
Your siblings, my
Wow.
lord.
I mean, there's also normally like a room in the back for the
Yeah.
toreadors who are sirens. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh wait,
Yeah,
Yo, that's me.
That's fun for Dom as well.
Oh my
We
god,
have
funny
three
sirens
toreadors.
are-
Sirens.
all sirens.
I'm not a toreador. I came from a toreador, but I'm
Yeah.
located. But I am the siren.
Me too, bestie.
Me too, Bessie.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Oh god,
Yeah.
this is so horny. That's why.
We're having sex.
I mean, the nightclub does have back rooms that can serve the purpose if a toreador would want to do that.
God.
But for the most part, most blood is pre-prepared. You do get the impression that if you did ask, maybe you could get some humans brought up to the back entrance. But for the
Oh my God,
most
secret
part,
menu.
for the most part, it's all pre-prepared, just to make logistics easier for everyone, because it's quite a big night. This isn't a personal kind of gathering. This is literally any kindred off the street can walk in. So it's logistically easier to have it pre-prepared. Which does mean there is a vault down there. There is a vault somewhere in this, or fridge in this bar with just nothing but blood packs in it.
As they are. You know.
But yeah, like you go through these scanners, and you are go on.
Can I be annoying and ask one of the security
no.
guys as we're going in? Hey, thanks for getting me in. Thanks for getting all of us in. We have a couple of people who are like relatively new. If things get a little bit heated and we need to just take a break, get a breather, where are like the exits once we go in there?
Well, normally you'd just come back through here and down, but if you're that desperate, I mean, there's the balconies on the east and west side. Yeah, there's technically the staff doors as well, although you'll have to ask someone to open them for you if it really is an emergency. You just tell them, hey, I'm having a bit of a kindred moment. I need to get some privacy. They may open it for you, so you can take some time. It won't take you all the way to the bottom, You'll have to sort of go through a few more floors before you do, but it'll get you away from the party in a pinch.
That's perfect. Thank you so much. Wink.
After
Go on.
so after entering the nightclub
Mhm.
and seeing all the kindred around, Gwen takes down her hood, and you see like really scruffy brown dark hair in a ponytail, and it's really obvious that they're not used to having their hair out in the open. You also see they don't have proper ears. Like the mechanics for all the things you need in an ear are there, but like the shape that we're familiar with is like just kind of not there and kind of grizzled away. They still wear the mask over their face, and you can see like between their ear and their hair there is like it's kind of in shape. Like you, for a moment, you think it's shaved, but it's not shaved. It's just that like that bit of skin's like really very veiny, or what would look like veins on a human, but for a vampire it just looks like weird marks.
Yeah.
And they kind of go up to Letitia. How long have you been in the country?
I flew in for this. Like, of course there was like a cool party with a prize attached. I flew
You flew in.
Yes. I'm from Australia.
Well, that was obvious. And you have a coterie there?
Yes, I do. They're very nice.
Are you known for your exploits in retrieval?
Well, I mean, not necessarily. I mean, we did break in somewhere once, but like...
Fascinating.
I love your hair. It's really nice.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Should we just like split up and try and like see where this vault even is? Like,
It might be better to pair off. I don't know how experienced you are, but well, one of them didn't realize that this was a Kindred only event, and the other, I heard, has had a little bit of mentorship, but
okay. Well, do we who do you want to go with?
I'll let you choose.
All right, cool. I will go with Dominic, and I will see you later. All right?
No worries.
Good luck. I'll see you later. And she will, on the way to Dominic, snatch a cocktail glass off of one of the plates that's like being carried around and down it. And then arrive at Dominic with an empty glass and be like, "What's up?" Like, "Hi."
Hi, we just came here together.
I know. I'm just asking. I'm just making conversation.
All right. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you. How are you?
Nervous?
It's okay. Don't be nervous.
That's
We're
like
just-
that's like the word that's like the least helpful thing to say.
Oh, I'm sorry. I know. Don't be nervous. Well, look, my mom always told me just to keep rolling with the punches. This life, it is strange, weird, and crazy. And actually everything comes like is like thrown at you. And so
Yeah.
the best thing to do is just accept it for what it is and be like, you know what? Life's crazy.
Yeah, well, I know that's true. At the same time, though, being a vampire is kind of really wild, a little bit more than kind of what I expected out of this life, and especially what we're here to do is also not something that I would usually do. So it's less about life throwing punches and more about what the fuck have I gotten myself into.
Well, look, I've never done anything like this either. Like what we're like doing here. Well, I've broken in somewhere before, but you know, like past that, I've never like done a retrieval mission or anything. So it's like fine, you know, like we're both like figuring it out and like
That's not fine. At least someone here should have experience.
well, I think
It's like you just said don't be nervous. Now you're making me more nervous.
don't oh my god. It's fine. We're just gonna do a little thing and then we're just gonna get out, you know, like it's fine.
Sure, make it sound easy. So, are the others coming with us, or what are we doing?
Well, we're doing like little pairs now, so like now we're doing like the little ask around thing. Like we're gonna just like walk around the party and have ourselves a little mingle and see who's the most important person, and then we seduce them into getting all their information.
And how do I know here who is the most important? I mean, like, this is like I'm used to in my old life mingling with pretty important people. This is different. I don't know who to look for. What?
I mean, I don't either, but that's why we just go mingle and we just ask around, like, so who's the most important one? You know, like
Okay,
we're just gonna gossip a little bit.
and when we found them, what do like? How do we know that they know about the thing?
Well, it's by asking targeted questions to the other people that aren't that isn't that person. We ask like targeted questions of like, so if we were supposed to, I don't know, see all the valuables in here since we've heard so much about it, where would we find those? Or like who would know about them? Like
Right.
stuff like that, you know? It's not asking directly, where's the safe? You know, it's like
Right.
it's like skirting around the issue and just like little by little getting to what we want to know, you know?
Okay. Okay.
Can I ask if we all A, have phones, and B, gave each other our phone numbers?
I have a phone.
Yes, Letitia has a
Obviously.
phone and has obviously given you her number.
Yeah.
I'm not even going
probably.
to ask Gwen because I know the answer is going to be fuck no. But I'm going with you, so it's fine. I'm just going to text Letitia. I'm just going to text Letitia and just be like, snoop around, 20 minutes, meet back here. Balconies on the east and west, also staff doors. Meet back here, meet back at the bar in 20 minutes.
She texts back, okay, cutie, and then a tango emoji.
Gwen removes the scarf,
Mhm.
puts it in her pocket, and walks over to Gally.
Hey, you. I don't know your name, and I haven't been around that long, but I know well enough to not ask for something that isn't already being volunteered. What I will ask.
How's the old magic bastard?
Yeah, that's what I'm going to ask about. How do you know things? How do you know this?
It's my job. To
Straight
know
up how?
things.
Pardon?
It's my job to know things.
And that job is? If you want to keep your secrets, fine and fair enough. We have a job to do here, and there's quite a lot on the line for it. I don't know what you've been offered personally, but I know that what I'm going to get out
Google.
of this.
London's night detective.
Makes a note of that on the phone. Just says, right, okay. I'll have a look at that in a second. You don't have
You
to
need
tell
to
me anything
find
you don't
Hugo.
want to. Hugo?
If he's here tonight, find him. You're an infiltrator. You're a social butterfly, right? That's
Pretty
why
much.
Quinn wanted you at the party.
Right.
Back at
So
the
long as you
hotel.
use those abilities of yours to help us, I'm so happy you're on board.
You nervous?
Excited.
Don't get carried away.
I didn't understand a lot of this very recently, but God, now that I'm here, I want to see how much shit I can stir. Or blood.
Oh no. Logos has turned you into a mad bastard.
Logos has taught me that as fun as it might be to play with humans, it's more fun to play with Kindred. But so long as I get my treat, I'm happy with whatever we get done tonight. So if there's any information you can volunteer, then let's go.
Nothing as yet.
All right.
I would like to look around
Mhm.
for the security system that's currently in place. We know there's guards.
Yep.
I'm kind of trying to figure out if the cameras are on, and also like, I guess just like a vague idea of how many guards there might be versus like how much staff is on, like how much staff is on as well. Like,
Yeah, so
is it a reduced staff or is it like a full staff complement?
full complement of staff. They're full bartenders, a few dancers. Security-wise, there are more guards than there normally would be, simply due to the fact that they can't all find places to stand that are natural. They are kind of bumping over each other a little bit. It's clear that these people normally work opposing shifts, but having put on the same shift, it's like, hey, this is my job to do this, not your job, and vice versa. There are cameras. So this nightclub is 3 tiers. You've got the tier that you're on now, which is the dance floor and the big bar. There's then some stairs that sort of curve upwards to the second tier. That's where Quinn went strutting off to. Kind of like a mezzanine floor. And then there's a higher mezzanine floor even further back, which looks more like a private VIP box. And you can just about make out in the darkness, because obviously this is all, dark lighted with neon lights coming down from the top, that there are definitely some people back there, but you can't exactly see who it is. But you can see silhouettes of them.
If I was Hugo, I'd live up there, but make pleasantries on the second floor at some point. You're friends of Quinn.
Yeah.
Maybe you should take them up on that offer for a drink.
Absolutely. If I was a host of a large scale event, that would get in my own home, well, what I would do is keep an eye out when people enter, greet the people that are important, and then maybe half an hour, 45 minutes in, once I've had my fill of pleasantries, retire for the evening. So if we're gonna catch Hugo, yeah, you're probably right. He might be hovering around the second floor right about now. So, do you want to head up?
Oh no, go ahead.
You're letting me go alone? All right.
Not going to help you.
I respect that. Just keep an eye out. You haven't given me your phone number. I don't even know if you have a phone. I respect it. If there's trouble, I will make a signal. You will know what the signal is. It will be very obvious.
I will go over to the balcony as Gally goes, and I call over to my bird. The one in the pantsuit, the red one. Is it red, or was I imagining that?
It was black, but the hair
No,
is
it's
red.
Galaxy. It's Galaxy, isn't it? It's Galaxy.
Yeah,
kind of-
it's Galaxy.
The one in the Galaxy pantsuit. Keep an eye on him.
Okay. Crow goes off. There's windows all, like, the east and west side are all windows. So, like, north and south are black vinyl neon lights. The east and west are all windows that you can see all over London. from up here at this kind of height. So Galia's going to go upstairs.
Yeah.
Dom and Letitia, what do you want to do?
Help me for a second, because
Yep.
I made a mistake of thinking I don't need to write that down. I'll remember, and then I forgot. So, did we get a note on what Hugo looks like?
No.
Okay, and we also, so the safe is somewhere in a building, we don't know where, and he lives here, or
Yeah.
is that not?
It's
Okay, so
it's
he lives
quite.
in the-
He lives in the building. It's night. You generally understand it that it's nightclub, penthouse,
House.
vault.
Right.
But the
Mm,
vault
okay.
bit at the bottom is kind of a working assumption. You know that he owns 4
Right, okay.
floors. You know 2 of them are used for the nightclub. 1 of them's used for the penthouse. By process of
Okay.
elimination, the
one
fourth floor
must
would
the
have to
fourth,
be
okay.
where you store things.
And we don't know what he looks like. Do we know his age? Anything about him?
Older aged, English, carries himself quite well.
That true?
Older.
Would be a very,
Venturing.
would be a, yeah, Ventry.
Do we know his sexuality?
Yeah, that I was also gonna ask that.
If we
We're
send
about
all
to make
three
it
of
whatever
you-
we are.
If we
Um,
send all 3 of you, you know,
One of us
One
has
of
to.
you
team,
statistically has to
Yeah,
fight.
one of you,
yeah.
like, you know,
Well-
all 7 of the genders are covered. So,
Yeah. I
Seven.
was thinking though, so do I also see like the VIP kind of sort of section?
Yeah, you can
Ish?
see the 3 tiers.
I want to try and go up there and see if I can use my dots and paint to maybe then get them anywhere. Can I think we'll go to Letitia and be like, I'm gonna try the upper floor. That's alright.
The second one? For
The-
sure.
The VIP.
Okay, cool. I'll stay down here. I see Gally going up too, so maybe you'll see him up there.
Yeah, I think
Them.
Gally going to the second, right? I
Yeah.
think so. Yeah. So yeah. Was it like a? Right. Never mind. Alright. Okay. Yeah. I'll try and go to the VIP section. That was the third one.
Yeah, so VIP is,
Yeah,
is
right.
the 3rd floor.
Yeah. So I'll
Um,
go try up there.
Okay,
so
go on.
Hedge, you
Yep.
said this was all expenses paid in terms of preparation,
Yeah.
right?
Anything you want,
Cool.
as long as you don't metagame it and realize there's no drill and go, hang on, I bought a drill.
I don't know. I can get through the safe. It's fine.
Mm.
I am going to go back to the elevator,
Mhm.
go down a floor,
Okay.
and I'm going to go into a storage closet and change into a waiter's uniform.
Okay. Awesome.
Oh my god.
So, fun fact: the elevators that are at the front of the nightclub don't actually allow you to go down to the next floor down. You actually have to go about 7 floors down before it'll actually go off anywhere, because all of that area is reserved, obviously, for Hugo. But yeah, you find a cupboard, put on a waiter's outfit that is a almost bespoke match to the exact clothing that they use in the club.
I remove the mask
Mhm.
quite horrifically to basically a very, very wide smile that is very clearly like the skin around the mouth is not quite there, but it's like a very teethy grin and like no nose.
That's so
like-
cool.
Like there's just no nose. It's
With
just
the
kinda like a-
piercing green eyes, I'm obsessed.
Yeah. And they go back up and go back to the security officer that they were talking to earlier.
They seeing you in staff uniform, they're kind of like, well, what are you doing coming through the main entrance? What are you doing here? Go through. Why is it you tell people to go through the staff entrance and never go through the staff entrance? You sort of see that they open the security office door and are like, right, go through there and then out onto the corridor and then down there's the staff entrance into the kitchen.
Thank you so much, friend. I'm just trying to get my, trying to get my friends in and I forgot how to get to staff entrance. Thank you so much. I go into the security office. Is anyone else in there?
No. They're all out. They're all out. They're all out there, like, trying to deal with all the people coming through. So no, there's no one sitting here at the moment. It's not. It's not.
Close the door behind me.
It's not. So it's not the security office. It's essentially a security booth that is just at the front. A lot of these feeds go further down somewhere else in the building. But yeah, there's some CCTV cameras here looking across most of the dance floor. You can see, readings from all 3 of the scanners. Like every time you just see the word blank body keep appearing on every single one, every time someone goes through. Is there anything you'd like to do while you're in here?
I'm just gonna watch the cameras for a little bit while everyone else gets a scene. Actually, are they recording audio?
No, these aren't audio recording cameras.
Great.
In a nightclub, that wouldn't make much sense. You can't really record audio.
It's important to know because of my abilities
Yes.
that I can't be picked up by cameras.
So,
at least here.
I would say, based on the camera views you see, you can see some of the staff areas from here as well. Not many, but from this, you can work out where all the staff entrances are, including one door which is disguised to look like a wall panel. On the 3rd floor, there is on the 3rd level of the mezzanine, there is a staff door that is recessed into the wall. And it has a specific CCTV camera pointing directly at it.
Cool. Is there in any of the staff areas, like a kitchen, one of those small elevators for drinks and food?
Yeah, there's more. There's loads. So there are multiple kitchens in this, and the kitchen on the bar floor it's not big enough to make everything that's required. So they use pulleys to go up and down from the main kitchen. There's about 3 or 4 of them just constantly going up, down, up, down.
Cool. I would like to make a technology check.
Mm-hmm.
The door that's hidden in the wall, CCTV,
Yep.
can I pause it so it looks like it's still on, but isn't?
Give me intelligence plus technology. Because it's you, I'll say DC 2. This isn't too difficult for Gwen.
Yeah. All right, 4 plus 2. Okay. That is barely 2. Yeah. I had so many die, and most of them are blank.
Yeah, you are able to cut enough of the CCTV and then loop it. So for all intents and purposes, that camera is now just looping the same 10 seconds of still footage.
And then I head off into the staff areas, and cut away from me before I do the whole heist.
No, someone needed to do it. Right.
They're here for the bit. I'm here to do the mission.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna say we're gonna take a quick break here. So everyone can get a drink and go to the toilet. And go rest up, stretch your legs. We'll be back in about 10 minutes, so just before 9:15 here on in Blighty and 9:45 on the continent. Enjoy yourselves. We'll see you in a moment as soon as I figure out where the OBS button is. Welcome back, everyone. I hope you had a good break. Stretch your legs, went to the loo, got more monster. Or was that the same one?
baby.
Thank
Oh,
God.
God.
If it was another
some-
one.
I got some lovely white chocolate digestives, which everyone I've ever said to was like, Callum, are you a monster? I'm like,
White chocolate
I mean-
isn't that great.
It's surprising, but
Yeah,
Wait, no, they
Good for
make
you.
white chocolate digestives?
they
That's
do.
Jimmy.
Who's the target audience for this
me
fucking
apparently,
psychopath?
apparently only me.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
Uh,
Jesus.
well, before we went to break, we discovered that Gwen has managed to blag their way into security while attempting to be staff. And our a team socialite, as we're now calling them, is preparing to mingle with the crowd. I think we'll go top tier to lower tier. So we'll start with Dom,
Oh dear. Oh dear.
going up to the third mezzanine floor.
Yeah.
You notice that when you get onto the second floor, I imagine you and Garly probably go up at the same time.
Yeah.
I'm also going to say, just for dramatic effect, you both use different stairs. One uses left, one uses right.
Yeah.
Now, the stairs going up, there's only one set of stairs going up to the third level. And they have security and rope. The rope barriers, the classic video game enemy that we keep have appearing every guest episode. You approach the security guards.
I will also turn my awe on.
You're all on? Okay.
Next point.
In that case, then, I'll give you 2 attempts at this.
Okay.
My favorite game, high or low.
Ah, fuck. Hi.
Okay. You're in luck.
Yay.
Your fame does precede you enough that they're like, hey, you're that guy that did those play things.
That's yeah. You're describing it perfectly.
It's not me. It's not really my thing, but
That's okay. That's
my
okay.
I suppose I should call her better half, or partner, is very much a fan. And now that we have the rest of our lives, they occasionally binge watch. And it feels weird seeing you in person, and I'm kind of embarrassed that I admitted that out loud.
Oh, it's fine. Don't worry about it. You know, I'm just a person like everyone else. Don't worry about it.
I didn't know you were Kindred. I mean, I've not really seen anything come out recently, although that
No,
kind of correlates.
That's exactly the problem. And I also didn't really plan for this. It kind of happened, unfortunately.
Well,
Yeah.
well, if I ever hear of anything, I'll let you know. Not that I can be much help.
No, I appreciate
Just
that.
if
That's
anything
really-
to keep my partner from just, happy by watching stuff, because
Well, if she ever wants to meet or anything, fine.
yeah, maybe. I mean, that sounds like a good idea.
Yeah, I would love to if that makes her happy.
I mean,
You could actually put it if you want. You can put it as a surprise, make her say you have a nice surprise for her and stuff like that.
I'll make a change of her shouting at me when I get home. Look, I'm guessing you want to get up here.
I was actually, if I can, I was want to have a look. I don't know if I'm
I
allowed.
mean, it's normally invite only, but I mean, it is you. So, I mean, who wouldn't say no to you?
And it gets like a smile.
They lift like the velvet rope up to let you ascend
Hmm.
to the upper mezzanine. The upper mezzanine. Oh yes.
I'd like to send a message to Dom's Instagram.
And
Okay.
Fucking weird.
Okay.
Weird as hell.
Go
It's
for
a
it.
picture. It's a picture of the hidden door that I took a picture of on my phone on the security cam.
Dom's
I-
Instagram DMs.
Yeah, just Instagram DMs from the Night Detective London. You just get that.
Okay. I think yeah, I feel like as Dom goes up the phone, like his phone message, I think it looks at it and like, and then it looks down, like where you've gone, and then just sends like a just sends thanks in response, and then puts it away. But like takes mental note of that there's a door somewhere. Oh, actually no, actually I'm gonna say he says thanks and then asks, should I go through that? Because there's not enough context right now.
If you can? Question mark.
Okay.
But like, also, don't get caught.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. It just yeah. Sense. Okay. Back and then.
So, the upper floor of this mercenary is quite empty. It looks like it could hold probably 30, 40 people. But it's actually only around a handful. Hugo is sitting in the middle. You can tell it's Hugo just from the aura that they're giving off.
Right.
They're flanked by 2 security guards. He's got this kind of silver white business style haircut. Very upper class, stiff upper lip, shirt and tie with a sort of like black waistcoat, black trousers, very nice designer shoes. I'm going to say, based on your acting experience, you'd know this, because I think actors are quite good at reading body language. He's unsettled.
Unsettled.
Fidgety.
Okay. Right.
Like,
how is he like? The seating position? Can I sit like across from him or?
Yeah, you can sit across from him. You can sit by the side of him if you like. It's a 3-piece sofa. I probably wouldn't use the same sofa as him.
Yeah,
but there
no, I
are
think I'm gonna
adjacent
sit-
ones.
Yeah, go sit across, like in a way that he can talk to him if that's possible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You sit down. He kind of jumps a little bit. Orders like one of the security guards to quickly scan you. They pull out a sort of metal detector, handheld metal detector, and buzz it up and down you. Find your keys and phone, like make you take your pockets out. When that's all they pick up, then they let you sit down proper.
Okay.
I
I think.
don't know how you got up. How the hell did you do that?
Well, I'm in. I guess before I became Kindred. He says it like it's a new word that he learned. Like, before I became Kindred,
Before I became Kindred,
Kindred. Yeah, exactly. Like I actually did a lot of acting, and the guy downstairs recognized me, and was as kind as to let me in. Sorry, Dominic Lasker, you are?
Hugo Turner.
Oh,
Shake
I've
your
heard about you.
hands.
Heard about you. This is yours, right?
Yes, this is my little empire.
Oh, it's really nice. I really like it. Did you always had it, or?
No, I acquired it. You know,
Oh.
pieces fall into place. Towers rise, towers fall. Make sure you're on the ascent.
Yeah, well, it's very impressive. It's very nice. I've never been here before, but I mean, are there? Is it usually Kindred only, or is it?
No, it's generally mixed use. I generally let mortals in, and we usually feast on them. But since it's Halloween, you know,
Right. Well, I think I'll
be
be stopping
special.
by. Yeah, I'll be stopping by more often then. Um, what is it? Do you live in this building as well? It seems like
I
I've heard there's penthouses and stuff like that.
Yeah, like most of the, aside from a few bars and a couple of restaurants on the lower floor, most of this is residential. So yeah, I
Oh.
own an apartment, well, penthouse actually. You
Oh.
sort of see that he gets up and invites you to walk with him
Okay.
to the balcony edge that looks over the rest of the nightclub. You can sort of see his eyes scanning everyone, looking through the crowds. Normally, I'm a much more attentive host. However, I must admit that I am secluding myself in my ivory tower for most of tonight.
It looks to the front. Why is that? Something wrong? I mean, it's Halloween, right? It should be festive. Should be having fun.
Give me a. We'll do charisma plus persuasion.
Do I get? I get one from all.
You get one from
and
all,
one
and
from
you get one from your
all.
looks as
Beautiful,
looks. Yeah.
beautiful. So that's charisma plus persuasion. And what's the DC on this?
We'll say. I'll say 3. If you beat 5, I might reveal a bit more.
Okay. 43.
This is
Oh, it's
4.
This is
Okay.
Fair enough.
Well, someone's been making threats.
Threats.
Yeah.
Like, on like serious like death threats, kind of.
Well, it's business, and unfortunately, in this kind of society, competitors prefer to take the more aggressive approach. So yeah, I've had someone threaten to remove my business and potentially remove me.
Wait, business just all over a nightclub? Is that because that's your business, right?
No, I really shouldn't go into all of my business dealings with someone I
Oh
don't
no,
know.
obviously I don't. I'm just confused. Why would anyone threat over a nightclub? That seems
No. This is just a jewel in a much bigger crown.
Oh, I see. Well, if you want, I can keep you company tonight and keep an eye out if that would make you feel more comfortable. If you have people around, people might be less inclined to hurt you. I mean, I don't like. I'm new here anyway, so I'm just.
No. I'm pretty sure the person who wants to hurt me will not care how many people are around. They don't care about making a scene. That's why I beefed up the security.
Right. Well, makes big sense, and I'm sorry that you can't enjoy this night like you should. It's really not.
Oh, it's fine. It's fine.
Oh, does it sound fine though? He's gonna try to hang on, how am I gonna? Am I gonna do that? Yeah, I feel like he would put very gently a hand sort of on his shoulder, but then sort of lets it glide off almost. Be like, well, I do hope that you can find some sort of fun tonight.
I'll just be happy when the night's over and I've done my performance.
Performance?
This.
Oh.
This is all a show.
Well, yeah. I mean, I didn't know if that's what you just wondering on a shoe.
It's fine. I don't expect everyone to understand the inner workings of elite power and how parties like this exist mostly to show off status.
I mean, I've been to some VIP parties before, but those were just humans, mortals. So I don't know if it's different with Kindred.
No, it's the same.
Well,
We're not that different. It's just we have a different rule set.
Yeah, that's true. Well, do you mind if I hang around here for a bit?
Be my guest, I suppose. Just You know, if you want to, there's not much to do up this level. I mean, there's a private bar there.
Well, I actually, you know what? I wouldn't mind a little bit of, quiet and privacy. Some place I can retreat for a bit and just watch, and then maybe later mingle.
Okay. Fantastic. Help yourself, Mr. Lasker.
Well, thank you. And I guess we just sort of go walk around. How big is this space? Like, anyway.
It's probably about like 10 meters by 10 meters. It's not massive.
Okay.
No, sorry,
Okay.
not 10 meters, about 20 meters.
Okay. Yeah.
It's it's a private kind of floor. You're not going to get many people up here.
Right. Can I? Who else is here?
At the moment,
any-
there's the two security guards. There's Hugo. There's the bartender, and there were a couple of what looked like aides, just kind of sitting in one of the corners, holding folders. Kind of like looking through them, muttering, and then scribbling things out.
And the door that was
The
in the picture.
door
Do I see it?
is all the way at the back. Hugo and his guards have his back to it currently.
He's not gonna make a. Well, Actually, you know what? He's gonna try and go up to it
Mm-hmm.
and just try and open it, or like not even open it. Like see if it's locked. No, I have because I have ideas. No, not even like I think he's gonna. No, I think what's gonna happen. He's gonna wander up. Look, here's what's gonna happen. He's gonna wander up to it and just slowly and see if anyone stops him first.
No one stops you. You can walk to the back door
Okay.
if you want.
And then goes. So all right. So no one stops him when he walks
Yep.
up to it. So he goes to try and open it.
My fucking god.
But like not
Sorry.
even. It's like very nonchalant. Not even
Yeah.
like just trying to sneak. It's literally just like he's just literally looking for the bathroom.
I think as you
No. No, what? Why are you...
give me give me manipulation plus performance.
Okay.
I'm gonna say DC
Please
3.
Start drama.
Do I
Hey,
add,
do I get like a premonition of this? Like,
do I add shit
No.
to that or not?
We feel it in the fucking force. We're like, no.
You can add your and you can add your thingy into
Oh,
it.
so-
Yeah, you can
okay,
add
so
both.
performance-
It is a charisma check.
Performance and
No,
manipulation.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, performance
Okay,
manipulation.
and then difficulty 3.
And you should pass this. This is
That
done.
is 4. Yeah,
4,
I
yeah,
rolled
okay.
8 dice, so.
So you kind of make it look like you're kind of leaning up against the door, like the wall. As you do, your elbow knocks just the right place in the door to push the hidden handle, and you just hear a very soft click.
And I look, has anyone seen me?
Someone turns around, but they're more focused on you with your oar than they are on the door that just quietly popped.
Yeah,
And-
he would just sort of lean against and like look around, and as someone makes eye contact, just give a little like
Yeah,
acknowledgement. But
um,
it doesn't go in until
no.
that person actually looks away.
They look down to their books. I'm not going to make you roll stealth for it.
Yeah.
You sneak into the back rooms.
There you go. And what do I see?
We'll get back to you.
All right,
Let's keep it in the club.
you guys, you're gonna be so.
Garly, you're on the second floor as this is all going down on the upper floor. This is much bigger, about half the size of the actual nightclub's main floor. There's a smaller private dance floor up here and another bar. You can see Quinn has linked up with Axel over in the one corner, and are just taking it in turns, sort of dancing together. You can see that this floor mostly consists of people within the wonderful 4 factions.
Oh, perfect.
So there are a couple of Ravagers here. There's a couple of Ghosts, which is really weird because they've still got the face masks on. They're still in their full. Even if anything, they look more at home here. They've actually dished out their outfits with like neon light strips on their
It's straight up
outfits.
Daft Punk.
Yeah, it's Daft Punk 2.0 this time. You know, there's a couple of Quinn's guys around. Axel's got a couple of Gangrel, sort of hanging around. Everyone seems to be vibing.
Judging by my knowledge of
Mhm.
the 4 factions from the last time that I met them, I assume that they're all kind of like in their own little pods.
They are mingling
Or are
a
they
little
mingling?
bit more than they did last time.
Oh, that's good. That's lovely.
It's definitely not. They're only mingling because Quinn and Axel are mingling.
Lovely. I'm not gonna go to Quinn and Axel first. I want to go to whoever I would recognize, or whoever seems to be a sort of leader
Yeah,
of one of the 4,
yeah.
or somebody who I would know is in a relatively. I want to go to the people
Someone who's
that look
important.
like they're
but
important,
not
but they haven't
directly
been
the
important.
highest. Yeah.
Yeah, important, but not important enough to be on like, oh, they got invited to the VIP floor, because
Yeah.
I'm gonna make them think about that.
You find it's not difficult to work out, aside from Axel and Quinn, like who the lieutenants are here, because they carry themselves an aura of arrogance, especially Quinn's lot.
Yeah.
Quinn's lieutenants kind of look almost as insufferable as she can be at times. And there's one of them arguing with the doorman going up to the 3rd floor. Kind of gets turned away, a bit of a huff, and just goes over to the bar and just sort of sits there in a bit of a strop.
I'll go to them.
Okay.
Absolutely. Give me the most arrogant motherfucker in this place. I'm gonna turn on my awe.
Okay. Or away. Go for it.
This is how to be coy 101. I walk up to them, turn myself ever so slightly, bump into them a little bit. Oh my god, I'm so sorry, I didn't see you there. Oh, you look incredible. My name is Gally. How are you?
You sort of see that they go to turn around and get really pissed, then look at you, kind of look back a little bit, like look you up and down.
I'm hot.
That's what I was gonna say. You really think I'm that good looking?
You look incredible. You look like somebody worth knowing. Tell me more about you. How did you get here?
Well, you know, name is Romeo. You know,
Romeo.
Oh, don't. I get that every fucking time. No, I'm important. I helped Quinn, rebuild half of the safe sites in South London before we gave them all over to people, which was just stupid. All of the "we've got to be nice"
Wow.
initiative. And then, shock horror, we find out that, everyone's like, oh, Quinn is so amazing. It's like, no, I did that. I did the
You
work.
deserve recognition. Like, the people who do the work deserve recognition. It's like, yeah, there's like a power structure, and there's like the person at the top is gonna get the majority of the credit, but the people who put the work in, like, even if you're just a step below, you still deserve quite a lot of that recognition.
Yeah, no, Quinn's not like that. It's all about her. She has to have the recognition. It's her story, and we're just characters in it.
Well, hey, look.
It's a nice
no
ride.
matter what,
I don't know why I'm complaining. It's a nice ride, but
You can acknowledge that it's a nice ride and still want more for yourself, and you deserve that.
I only wanted
And-
to go up to go meet Hugo. Introduce
you've put-
myself.
Yeah, if you've put in all that work, you deserve to be going up there. I mean, who else here do you think would have a shot of going up there? Like, come on.
Well, I suppose I really shouldn't say this, but Wynn's down here because Quinn wasn't accepted.
Yeah, but I love Quinn. We all know how Quinn can get. And I don't think Hugo, from what I've heard, what do you know about Hugo actually? Because I haven't heard that much, and I want to see what I've heard is right.
From what I gathered, quite a ruthless kind of guy, businessman, kind of started taking over things.
Yeah, exactly. Hugo and Quinn would butt heads like rams. It wouldn't work out.
Well,
Someone like you who knows what they're doing,
and
you'd be able to like work with them.
give me give me a manipulation, and I'll let you choose either persuasion or performance, whichever way you want to angle this.
I'll go persuasion.
DC 3. Your aura will give you +1.
Perfect. 3. Okay. Oh wait, successes double, don't they? If I get two,
Yeah, two
tens, that
tens.
counts as 4. Or does that count as 2?
I guess it's 4 because it's 2 doubled.
Okay. In that case, that's 5 successes.
Nice. So it sort of looks. Well, from what I heard, he's angered a lot of the non-faction aligned people by, rather than attacking factions, he's been attacking them, trying to make a little 5th faction for himself. Rumor on the streets is that Valerian wants his head.
Valerian gets a lot of the things that he wants, but I don't. If they were to butt heads, who do you think would come on top?
I'm not a betting person, but Valerian's been through more, so I mean, Hugo's an upstart. Hugo's not even
Seniority.
Hugo's not even from London. He gives this whole thing of, oh, I survived the Inquisition and I built this. Like, fuck, he did. He came from Manchester.
Oh,
He
come
hides
on.
the accent. He took elocution lessons to hide it all.
Oh, that is just rich. Literally rich. Like how much money you gotta have to just hide that you're from Manchester.
Apparently a few million. That'll do it. You know? But no,
Quite a big
apparently
vessel.
there's
Ah,
a... Well, yeah, he has that collection downstairs, doesn't he? Occasionally
he?
shows it off.
Does he do like auctions and stuff like that?
He's a hoarder. He doesn't auction. But he does like to show off.
Well, look, if this is, I mean, let's be honest, this whole night is a big show off thing. I wouldn't be surprised if part of this showing off was to show off how well he's doing to try to get factions to join him and make it, or non-faction people try to get with him.
Possibly. I mean, all I know is that no one's getting up there tonight. Something spooking.
Yeah.
Something spooking Hugo.
And I'll be honest with you, kind of looks like it's working. I mean, look at this floor. Everyone's just mingling with each other. Last time I saw all of you factions, you were at each other's throat, and I don't see any of that fight, pardon the pun, tonight. I think you gotta show him a little bit of. I think. Look, if it were up to me, I would bring the energy a little bit up, just so that he doesn't get too comfortable up there. Because he's sitting high and mighty, and everyone's here is begging for him to go up, and he should be begging to come down.
Sure, maybe I should go up there.
I think you should. I think you should get more people. It's easy to turn away one person, very difficult to turn away a crowd.
Yeah. Yeah. That
Yeah.
could work. You'll see they get up off their chair, gather up a couple of their underlings, walks back over to the rope, starts arguing with the guard once again. You can't quite hear the entire conversation with the music. You do hear the words, "Do you know who I am?"
I think at that point, once I hear that conversation, I'm like, good. And I want to go to the next person of like the next faction
Okay.
and do the exact same thing and just keep doing that until I have at least a small group of each faction just crowding. I want to make a little bit of a commotion.
Do you know what? I'll carry over your persuasion and charisma check, and we won't roleplay the whole fucking thing. But I will say that you caused enough of a ruckus that there's this kind of tidal wave of people wanting to get to the upper deck now. And I think even like Hugo definitely notices this going on. And that instills, like, you can see Hugo looking over the balcony now. Seeing that mob of people forming is causing him to panic. He is not interpreting that as good. He begins to move away from the balcony and orders his 2 bodyguards to go down the stairs and start dispersing this group of people.
I just kind of go over to Quinn and I'm like, hey, Quinn, enjoy the show. And I just pass over a drink that I'd already gotten.
I think Quinn comes to her senses a little bit, sees the ruckus going on, and sort of gets very angry, storms over, and is kind of like one of those really angry school teachers. It's like, I'm not angry, I'm disappointed. What the hell are you doing? This isn't how we're supposed to act. But at this point, security is taking 0 chances. And they actually begin to kick the entire group, including Quinn, to the ground floor. Much to Quinn's frustration. Axel doesn't get involved. Axel just kind of sits in the booth and just quietly lets everything kick off.
Is there any way, just to cause shit, that I could get into the mob of people as they're being told to shoo, and without being too obvious that it's me from the sea of people, can I throw a glass at a security guard?
What are you doing?
I'm causing a riot so that all the security will be drawn to one place.
You're insane. Oh, my
This
God.
is why you bring me onto stream.
Did Gally accidentally spend time with Alexander? Is that the thing that's happened in between? Is that Alexander's been secretly going, now listen.
Do you know what?
I have classes in the day with logos, and then at night Alexander's just at my window. Now forget all that bullshit. Okay.
So
now listen here. When you're in a situation where you want to get in somewhere, you want to drag everyone away from the place you want to be by making the biggest fucking mess possible.
Oh my God.
You see, I'm gonna make you roll for it. Screw it. Let's just go with the chaos. You throw a glass into the security guard. It hits him square in the side of the face and shatters, leaving very.
I want to be not there.
You get out. More security. I mean, Letitia sees this from downstairs. Security starts going up the stairs now, and starts essentially throwing this group of people out. Quinn gets angrier and angrier and then snaps, ordering the people in the group that belong to her to attack security. And so it turns into a little brawl. What I will say, however, is you didn't get off completely scotch-free. You were noticed by someone. I'm assuming you're going to try and go up the stairs while the chaos is going on.
How smart is it to go immediately?
I mean, at the moment, no one's looking. Well, no security's looking.
Yeah, I think I'm only focused on security,
Okay.
not looking. So if
Um,
there's like the other end of the balcony, I'm fully just
Going up. As you start going up the stairs and look around, your eyes meet Axel's. They smirk and give you a wink. They knew it was you. They clocked you at a distance, but they're not saying anything.
do a little curtsy in my pantsuit and I keep walking.
As you reach the third floor, Hugo almost jumps in his skin and begins very rapidly, almost retreating to the hidden door at the back. Because security was supposed to stop anyone from coming up, and you've come up. After realizing it's you, he stops for a second. Oh, may I ask who you are and how you got up? Well, I know how you got up here. This is a private area, but security is currently preoccupied dealing with troublemakers.
Oh yes, you must forgive me. My name is Gali Argenta. This is a little bit not even embarrassing. It is an honor to meet you, sir. I represent a small fashion brand that is catered directly to Kindred. It's called the Argent Dagger, and I'm just here to try talk about a couple advertising and promotional opportunities, because I mean, I look at you and I see a man who knows what he's talking about. I see a man who carries himself with honor, wealth, and power, all attributes that we want to keep going and that we want to highlight within our community. I hope you can excuse me taking advantage of the little ruckus to catch your eye.
Give me charisma plus persuasion.
Sorry.
Plus your awe to it. The DC, I'm gonna give 2, 4, and 5.
All right. Fuck.
So it's for...
Right, okay. 4 and 5 are my DCs.
Yeah.
Y'all invite me on a stream and you don't think that I'm gonna start causing
Oh,
shit?
come on. Come on.
No, I love it. I love it. Keep it going.
Nothing's gonna kill us. Oh, come on.
So... Oh, wait, okay. So
6 isn't higher.
That's just 4,
So-
5.
5. Okay, 5 on the dot. Perfect. You see, he sort of goes, yeah, no, this really isn't like my time, and I suppose I could do with a distraction right now. He sort of like walks over the balcony, looks at everything kicking off, and it's like, okay, I appreciate the gusto. It takes guts to just walk up to someone and ask them, okay, I'll give you a shot. We'll talk fashion, just not here. How about my office downstairs?
Sounds perfect.
Is it just you tonight, or do you have an assistant?
I do have an assistant. She's currently down on the first deck. She is the woman with the very large and gravity-defying sword at her hip. She's gorgeous. She embodies everything that we want to just bring out in the community.
He notices Letitia.
Hard not to notice her, am I right?
Well, I mean, yeah, that is something. Very much something. Good. Go grab her, come back here. Try not to get her caught up in the kerfuffle downstairs. I didn't think Quinn was like that, but I wonder if she's playing distraction for her friend. Anyway, go grab her, meet back up here. We'll go down to the office together.
Absolutely. Winks, walks down, gets like out of like field of vision, just fucking sprints to Letitia.
I
Hey.
hate you so much.
Hey, Letitia. Hey,
Kelly.
I got us. Hey, what up? I flew too close to the fucking sun.
I've noticed, your little kerfuffle up there. It's so fun.
Oh no, that was fun. No, that was me just fucking around. That's nothing. That'll get sorted
Okay.
out eventually, not by me. Fuck no.
Hmm.
I don't get my hands dirty. Look at these nails. I know.
What have you done?
We are going to go have a chat with Mr. Hugo in his offices downstairs, where we are going to convince him to let us promote a fashion brand that doesn't currently exist. But hey, you know what? That's minor details. We're going to distract him. Maybe get him horny enough that he doesn't notice that we're going to steal from him.
And what am I doing there?
Girl, look at yourself.
No, I don't think she takes your hand. She goes, I don't think you understand. I need to know what you need me to do. Who am I? What is my motivation?
Look at me in the eyes. This is a noir movie. You are the femme fatale. You enter the scene, you steal breaths, thoughts. The world could be ending. This man only has eyes for you. You understand what I need from you?
Okay, but am I the CEO of this company that you're trying to fucking go in on?
No, that's me, girl.
Then don't you dare say it. You have not reduced me to an assistant.
He did that. I didn't correct him. When I actually make this company, we can get you a role that isn't an assistant. If you want it.
I'm so sorry, but I don't live here. I don't know who I am in this climate. We're going now.
Let's go.
Is it hard to get through this crowd?
No.
I love, by the way, that you all have been doing this, and Letitia has just been shaking ass on the bottom floor.
Yeah. I think
there.
While all this been going on, Letitia's just been dancing, and what's happened is what started with everyone on the dance floor. It's a bit like Dom in the first episode, where it was start off with just everyone, and then by the end of it, it was just Letitia dancing in the middle, and everyone forming a circle around her watching.
Oh my god. And it's not even good dancing.
No,
it's just the hot girl club dancing.
Yeah.
It's so stupid.
It's a lot of fucking arm.
Yeah.
The way the sword.
Yeah.
Of course. I know my way around the sword with the sword.
There's a couple of people limping out. Oh, fuck it. Why should we get a sword on the fucking dance floor? Fuck my life.
It's sheathed.
It's sheathed.
Thank you very much.
Okay, so you retreat to the upper floor. Hugo opens the back door. So I'm gonna jump very quickly.
To where has Dom been hiding?
So I think Dom's probably got a 40-second head start.
Okay,
before this door opens.
When I came in, what do I see? That's what first I need to know.
So there's a small corridor going forward, and then just stairs leading down.
I think the moment Dom came in, booked it. But also use my sleepness.
Yeah.
Oh wait. Yeah,
I know what you mean. It's your celerity, isn't it?
My speed, yeah.
Yeah. So you go down these stairs, no problem. These stairs take you to the penthouse floor.
Okay.
So you are now standing in this really nice, ornate, kind of open plan penthouse. There's a bedroom. over on the one side. There's an office in the middle. There's like a kitchenette over in the corner. And just loads of like tables with bits and bobs and art pieces and weird sculptures on, because this is what he likes. There's an elevator here as well. A private elevator that goes basically from the ground floor to this specific penthouse. You notice that the symbol is pointing up. Meaning...
What's the symbol on the elevator?
The elevator's coming up.
Oh, it's coming up. Fuck. Okay. Wait, where the elevator is like in the middle of like the living room or something?
Yeah, so there's like a little open space area by the elevator, then there's like living room. Sofas all around the place.
Fuck.
There are places you can hide.
Yeah, is there a closet?
There's no closets per se, but I will say that there's a couple of plants that you can kind of like nestle yourself behind. I know last time that it worked particularly well for you.
Yeah. Yeah.
As long as you try and put one leaf over yourself, you're fine. These are like big planters, so you can like the planters are like waist height. So if you go down on your knees, you can hide behind them.
Right, and are they like in corners?
Yeah, they're in corners. They're in corners. You're fine.
Yeah,
you're fine. I'm not gonna make you roll stealth. You're fine.
Okay.
You could duck behind the kitchenette.
Yeah, same thing.
Yeah, just anywhere that would have gotten good cover, he would have ducked behind.
Awesome.
You know, just that.
You hide. You can hear footsteps coming down the stairs. You can hear Hugo coming down.
Don't want to meet like just send a text. I guess dude.
Oh yeah, I think I would like to send a text at some point. Be like, hey, we're going to go talk with Hugo. Meet us along the way and just go with it.
And I think someone is like, I'm in the penthouse. What do I do?
Fucking. It's just that I sent a gif of that dog that's sitting in the burning house. It's fine.
Do I get these texts too? Hold on, wait.
There's a little group chat.
Is there a group chat?
It's a little group chat.
Yeah, Dom said like, it's like, I'm in the penthouse. What do I do? Like question mark, exclamation mark, question mark, exclamation mark.
I think Letitia will send a text saying, hide somewhere. I'll take care of it.
Okay, yeah. I think he would have mentioned where he's hiding, so that he can never say no.
I'm not here, but what you could do is you could go into the bedroom and lie on the bed.
And
don't do that. Don't do that.
I think Dom is too panicked.
So while that's all happening, that's a way to Gwen quickly. So you were in the staff entrance, going down.
I go into the kitchen.
Yep.
On the dumbwaiter, how many options are there?
There's 4. Bear in mind that people are taking food off them, so it's going to be very difficult to just climb into one with no one noticing. There are, however, for people who don't want to do that, there are stairs that go down. If you'd rather not use a dumbwaiter.
No. Why would I not use a dumbwaiter? I don't understand, Hedge. I don't get what you're saying here. So before leaving the security office, I activate sight unseen, unseen passage, and I activate my mute ability, which means I'm silent.
Despite
I have to roll a Val's check.
You know what? Bravo on picking those disciplines. Bravo.
Yeah, and I press the button to go to the 4th floor. I get in the dumbwaiter and I hop on down.
Okay, so you go down. So you go down the penthouse level, down to the next level, which is the service level. You enter a much bigger kitchen. All the lovely, nice stuff is gone. It's now all concrete and basic white lights at this point. And You can just very faintly hear the music. You're blending in enough with your outfit.
I'm invisible and you
Yeah.
can't hear me.
And, you know, even when you come out of it, you're blending in. There is an elevator here. Outside the kitchen, there's a corridor. There's stairs that go back up to the penthouse that are clearly marked, and there's another elevator here that says this basically marked as vault only. You can't press a button to call it.
Is
You
there, like,
need
card?
a key to access
Cool.
this. It's electronic, not mechanical.
Okay. Cool. I'm gonna wander into the penthouse.
Oh God, they're all here.
Okay, so you're invisible. Hugo comes down the stairs talking to Gali and Letitia. Like, I didn't really think that you'd ever have, kind of Kindred fashion.
Yeah, well, the idea is there aren't that many ways that people can subtly send messages to each other to let each other know, hey, I kind of have an idea what's going on. The idea is subtle messaging that also just works great, is mainly nice, like nightlife type wear that is comfortable and can let us blend in without having to hinder ourselves. So, for example, cold isn't really a thing that we have to deal with. And wearing all the like heavy layers to blend in with mortals during the winter can get very cumbersome. So you get materials that are light and just easy to wear, but that look like a heavy raincoat or a heavy winter coat. Boom,
Okay.
you blend in, perfect. And then also, it would create a community within Kindred Society that can help people adjust and keep up to date with current fashion trends, because obviously not yourself, you're a very young man, or at least if you're not a very young man, you are fooling absolutely everyone and you love to see it. But there are others that are not so well adjusted as you are and are not as well dressed as you are. And some people, try as they might, they cannot stop looking like they've just walked out of a Renaissance fair. So it would just be a bit of a resource for some of
Okay.
the older Kindred to keep up.
Okay, I get it. I see what you're trying to do.
And
He-
of course, Letitia
Letitia,
backs us up with
yeah.
things like, and of course, this is a new and upcoming company, and we are really in the first beginning stages. But of course, we would like you to have the first
Incredible
look.
growth projected.
Yes.
I'm gonna be such a dick.
I don't know business, man. Don't do it.
No. As Letitia starts talking, he talks over her for a second. It's like, do you really let your assistants talk like that?
Letitia is
Um,
much more than an assistant. Letitia is our international face.
Oh.
Letitia was the first model that we ever brought on. Letitia doesn't need to use the sword to cut a man in half.
Who came out the elevator?
we haven't got that far yet. It's still
So the
rising.
elevator's still rising.
It's still rising.
Oh my god.
As you come up the stairs, Gwen, you can see, since you know you're looking for the key now, it's in his back pocket. In his back trouser pocket is the key to the lift.
Oh, I'm going to
For
try
the
and grab
vault.
it.
Okay, what does Letitia want?
Well,
Besides from pulling the sword out and just going Sekiro.
no. Fuck. What was I? I forgot. It flew right out of my head.
It's fine.
Oh, I'm so
I will
nervous. I'm
say-
so mad.
I will say this. You combined distract him long enough that
I can make a stealth check. I can make a larceny
I
check.
want you to make a dexterity plus larceny, add 2 extra dice because of the distraction.
If only I knew anything of this, I
There,
would have helped. God damn it.
Letitia, I think, is Letitia getting slightly mad, making a bit of a scene?
Well, no, not necessarily. I now remembered what I was gonna ask.
Go on.
How many bodyguards does he have with him?
0.
Oh,
Garly managed to pull enough of the security.
then I would like to do what I would like to do.
I would also like to point out that there is no cameras in the penthouse.
Even better.
How many successes was that, Sir Gwen?
That was a fast
5. Okay,
Awesome.
you literally key in, out. He doesn't recognize it, and Gwen is already, I imagine, going straight back down to the elevator, to the stairs
I
down.
wave at Dom, and then realize Dom can't see me and walk away anyway.
The keys,
Oh my
so
God.
the key is not invisible, so you can wave the key around.
I wave the key at Dom.
Dom just looking like, what the fuck? Doesn't say anything, but like very wide-eyed, confused is what's going on.
Are you? Is Dom going to try and follow the floating key?
I mean, like, where am I in relation to the other, like...
You are about at a 90-degree angle to them. You can get around the back if you want. It is going to have to be a stealth check. Although what I would say is don't worry if you don't make it.
Okay.
You've got 2 talkers there. They can
Sound-
help you out.
Yeah.
Sounds
So
sus.
dexterity plus stealth. It's going to be DC 3. You can add 1 as a distraction dice.
Can I? Hang on.
We would have avoided this. but
Do
it's okay.
can I?
Go ahead.
The fleetness, does that add anything if I go really fast?
I think it
I'm
does.
so sorry for
It's
everything
Add
I've
fine.
another
done.
one.
No, it's fine.
Add one.
Celerity rating is 2, so I had 2 dice. to
Yep,
it,
okay.
it says.
Yep.
So 2 dice plus distraction plus 3.
Yep,
Okay,
DC
that's gonna
3.
help a lot because I only have. Okay, hang on. Stealth plus dexterity.
As you're doing that, you sort of see that he opens the door to the balcony, sort of like ushers you two to both come out and join him on the balcony.
What's the difficulty, by the way?
3.
That is. Can I willpower one of them?
It's
Yes,
up to you
2.
if you want to willpower 2 of them.
Or two of them, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
You can willpower up to 3 dice.
Yeah.
Up to 3
Yeah.
dice.
However,
2 of them are
they
successes.
cannot be hunger die.
Yeah.
So it's only 2 because you have only
Oh,
2.
okay,
non-hunger die.
okay. 2 difficulty 3. Yes, there's 1 with
Okay, 1 plus 3. Cool.
3 out of 3.
Okay.
Thank God.
This is. I'm going to narrate what happens now because this is a big moment. Dom swings around the side to meet up with invisible Gwen with the floating key down the stairs. Dom, just as you get to those stairs, you hear the ding of the elevator reaching the floor.
Right.
The doors open. Out walks a man in a white suit.
Okay. I'm gonna
Gonna
post
reveal-
what my prediction was.
What?
At this point, Garly and Letitia have got Hugo on the balcony. Valerian just walks, doesn't say a word, just paces and gets faster and faster, breaking from a normal walk into almost a half of a sprint walk. Hugo hears the footsteps, turns around, realizes who it is. Before he can say anything, Valerian kicks him in the chest, knocks him over the balcony, and sends him 40 floors down.
Hey, Valerian, good to see you. What the fuck?
I'm
So-
sorry. Who's this?
if you'd been paying attention, this is quite clearly what was going to happen.
Yes.
I didn't know.
Yes.
I was oblivious.
And that's why I do it, Inez.
But he thought it was going to be Axel who killed him, not Valerian.
Of
Is what I'm
course.
picking up on. Is that they're like suspicious of all of them. So Valerian showing up is probably a bit of a surprise.
What if this is how Dom and Valerian met?
Oh,
That is exactly how Dom and Valerian met.
Letitia Valerian. Letitia Valerian. Valerian Letitia.
Well, hello, good sir.
Been a year. How are you?
Valerian looks pissed. There is anger in his eyes. Kind of, that's what you get for taking my business. Oh, Scarly. Nice to meet you again.
Yeah, you look enraged, which is a good look on you.
Just cleaning up business.
Totally understand. You wouldn't happen to like have a key for the vault? Like for the
I
vault
don't
floor?
carry vault keys on me.
Understandable. Hey, heads up, I don't know if you've been here for a while. There's currently a mini riot being staged on the second tier of the nightclub.
Did
Perfect
you have
opportunity for
anything
you
to
to
do
get
with
out.
that?
Of course I did. Come on now.
Thank you. I'll remember
Hey,
that.
my pleasure.
Someone
pleasure.
had to remove the security from the elevator.
Someone had to.
Well, you know Valerian really well. He would say thank you.
Anyway,
Look.
who's this fine woman?
Oh, this is Letitia.
My
She's
name is
gorgeous.
Letitia Delphine. Thank you so much for kicking him off the balcony so I didn't have to majesty him. That was very, very nice of you. I truly, truly appreciate it. Nice.
I would say the pleasure is all mine.
Wow.
In both
Truly a
ways.
gentleman.
But I must take my leave. I don't want to stay on the crime scene for too long.
Of course.
I would
please.
also advise maybe you get out of here too. Someone is about to realise that he's about to hit terminal velocity and hit the ground very hard. And they're going to send people to come and have a look. Now, if you excuse me, I have some blood banks to raid. And Valerian turns heel, goes back to the elevator, and is pretty much going back down within 30 to 40 seconds of saying goodbye. Leaving
What a lad.
Gali and Letitia and Dom, I imagine, kind of like peeking over the side.
Yeah, like, what's this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What a
Meanwhile,
nice man. There's nothing, nothing
Hey.
gonna go wrong with him, right? Ever, right?
Yeah.
I met him once. He was pretty cool.
I like to think the first impression Dom has of Valerian is him kicking someone off
Yeah.
the balcony.
Yeah, don't fuck with him.
Yeah,
Exactly.
don't fuck with him. You know, this is Valerian's low point. Blood bag, but this is for being stolen.
Wow.
Hugo thought he could just steal all Valerian's stuff and not get fucked.
And it's GG's for you.
Yeah,
That's what we say in the gamer world.
yeah.
GG.
I do like, Riley, that your suggestion, or it might have been Morgan. I like the alternate version.
I
where
don't-
Morgan
I don't-
just jumps out and
So
fights
Yeah.
the guy.
yeah,
Yeah, I considered it would be Valerian, but I thought it was Morgan. You know, it's a rich capitalist asshole vampire. I'm like, yeah, that sounds like something Morgan,
Morgan
would
would
have
deal
gone
with.
after.
no,
Too high
no.
profile for Morgan.
So
Anyways.
anyway,
I have a
this,
vault to get
you have a vault to get to. Does Gwen kind of like reveal to everyone that they've got the key?
They're doing a good
Such a
job
dumb-
distracting.
Okay, so you're just gonna go straight into the vault on your own.
Yeah.
I mean, Dom follows the floating keycard, and I mean, assumes. I think would have just sort of whispered like, wait, doesn't Dom know Gwen's name at this point?
No.
Nobody knows Gwen's name.
So yeah, so Dom was like, that's you're the that's you, right? Just doesn't really know what to do. Just goes, that's you, right? And just follows.
Love
Okay.
that Gwen doesn't say anything back either. That's
Yeah.
so
No.
fun. I love that.
Just
Love that.
nothing. You
Hands the key to
both.
Dom.
Yeah. Takes that as like a sign of
you-
yes.
Are you both going down then? The next floor? Awesome.
Yeah.
You enter the vault floor. Thankfully, all the security systems in the vault are outside it. So you don't have to start worrying about infrared lasers and stuff like that trying to like trigger.
God
Not
damn
that
it, I
it's
wanted to tango through it
Not-
with
not
the
that it's-
galley.
not that it would really help because vampires can't open automatic doors. They're not going to trigger IR lasers. So there's no point having them in the vault like this. In the middle of this, so this room has a lot of shit in it. There are things like books.
So
Hmm.
we've bypassed the
You've
big door.
bypassed
and
the
we've
big
just
door.
Gone through the elevator.
Oh, so
Okay.
in order to save space for having a ginormous, because vault doors are expensive, so in order to save on money and build this on the cheap, the elevator is the main point of entry. There's no other way in or out but the elevator. So get the key to the elevator. You've bypassed everything you've bypassed.
It's such bad design, though.
Yeah, that
It's-
stink face was from Valerian.
Yeah,
It was
it's-
like cheap.
It's cheap.
Cheap bitches.
This is a retrofitted vault on a skyscraper. You would normally put
Right.
this much deeper underground.
Yeah, you don't even have a tube station.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hell.
There's a lot of shit down here. There's like books wrapped in like sarin parchment. There is a few antiquities on the in little cabinets. Most of these are alarmed, and you don't have the codes to turn the alarms off. But the thing that isn't alarmed in the middle, standing on a little stand to hold it upwards, is a hand mirror. All it is a green and gold hand mirror. The handle's kind of etched in like one of those old style ancient columns, with a couple of flowers around the outside.
I would like to make an occult check, please.
Go for it. Intelligence plus occult.
While you're doing this, I think I
Mhm.
do just echo the stuff that we all already know. It's like,
Yeah.
all right, guys, remember? Can't look directly in it if somebody else is holding it. Now, what counts as directly? I have questions, but we're not going to go into it.
That's a 4.
A 4. You don't know it's true. You don't know everything about it, but you do know there was talks of a ancient mirror that if someone was to hold it and you were to show someone their reflection, it could mesmerize the person looking at it to do whatever the holder wanted. In essence, mechanically speaking, this would essentially give you 5 dots in whatchamacallits, Dominate. And allow you to pretty much compel a person looking in the mirror to do whatever the fudge cake you want. But yes, that's why the instruction, do not look directly in the mirror if someone else is holding it.
Slay.
Wait,
I
you said
started.
Sorry.
Go ahead, please.
This wasn't. You said this wasn't. Didn't have an alarm. How do we? Can we tell it doesn't have an alarm?
It's on a pedestal. There's
I would
But,
like
like, you
to
said-
investigate that fucking pedestal.
Yeah, me too. I've watched enough fucking Indiana Jones movies.
I think even Dom is smart enough not to grab it just from there.
I mean, Letitia doesn't care, but you all do it. So
intelligence plus investigation, DC 3.
I'm not even gonna roll because that is just I've got 3 dice for that.
Yeah.
So I'm not even gonna. And I think Dom is just letting everyone else at this point just.
What I will say while
Also
you're
try.
rolling that, the
Do I get a deduction?
get a deduction die. What I will say is, you think, Gwen, this might be called the Psyche Mirror.
Psyche mirror. Okay.
Yeah, I think while you guys are doing that, Letitia's just checking herself out in the mirror.
Just looking
I
at
just
it.
got one success.
Okay.
That's 5.
Oh, fuck yeah.
This isn't rigged. You get the impression that this is more of a statement than it is about security. This is Hugo kind of sticking his middle finger up to everyone, saying that I don't even need to secure this.
I re-seen. I am now seen.
You are back.
I'm back, and I turn off my silencer.
Oh my god.
I hold back.
Fuck.
I hold everyone back. It's rigged. Let me do it.
And
You
I
have
pretend
beautiful
it's
eyes, but
rigged.
Jesus.
I pretend it's
okay,
rigged.
you
and grab
pretend
it.
it's rigged. Okay. You
And
pretend you grab it.
I grab it and then I press a
Dom
little
just
thing
looks
underneath,
away immediately.
and I'm like, put
I don't
it-
ask
put it-
questions, but hey,
put
where
it
you
in my
been?
jacket pocket.
Okay. So Gwen's gonna look after the mirror. Okay.
Okay.
Hey, real quick, where have you been? How
Doing
did
the
you
heist.
just show up?
Also, where's your nose?
And,
Oh, she put the mask back on.
Okay.
Oh.
before-
yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
fair enough.
It's here.
It's very,
Oh my god.
very kinda like-
Apollo.
yeah. It's very clear that whatever it is about their face, they aren't particularly fond of it.
Yeah, right, fair.
Got your nose.
I mean, you can tell now the hoodie's down
Hmm.
that it's quite clear. Like normally, when you put a mask on someone,
Hmm.
you can see like the shape
There's
of.
a- yeah.
Yeah,
Nose, yeah.
it's just not there. It's just like
No.
it's
Flat.
Straight line,
Yeah,
straight on
all
them.
right.
So you
fine.
can still say where's your nose, and then it's not gonna.
No, I,
answer.
I think if it's covered up, Dom would have maybe not been as perceptive of it. So it's in your face, I guess.
Now, as you can see, I'm a wait staff, so I'm gonna head back up and serve some drinks, and I'll see you all once you've left.
I
Right.
don't think Letitia trusts Gwen at all. What can I make an insight check on that? On if Gwen's lying.
Okay, Gwen, give me
What do
deception.
you think the lie is?
Hmm.
I think that you are gonna go away and do something with the mirror so that we don't get our money.
Okay, then yes.
How dare.
I would have if I hadn't have passed the occult check, this
Mm.
wouldn't be happening. But the
Um,
fact that I passed that occult check, no one should have this power.
Well, I don't care. I want my money. So can I make an insight check on that?
I will say if Gwen wants to do manipulation.
It's manipulation, probably subterfuge is what it would be. but I
Yeah.
don't have
Yes.
anything in subterfuge.
Yeah.
Could I also, if that's okay?
Why?
All I'm going to say is, what's your subterfuge? 0. So you're rolling
Yeah.
3 dice.
I'm rolling 3 die. I
yeah.
am gonna blood surge.
Okay.
Get an additional
Um,
die. Let's
If
make a
you're gonna
wild
blood
check.
surge, I'm gonna blood surge.
I don't know what that is, but
It's
I'll
an
do it too.
arms race.
I don't know what it is, but also Dom wouldn't be smart enough to figure this out.
Okay, so you've got to roll. So I'm setting the difficulty basically.
Yeah.
Yes.
One crit, 2 crit. So that's
4.
4.
Yeah.
It's a critical success.
Okay. So for you to see through it, I am going to say wits plus. I think wits plus insight.
There is an insight, yes, absolutely. So let me blood surge.
Can I help Letitia? And I don't know how to do that, but I'll do it.
I'm pretty sure helping just adds an extra dice, doesn't it? Off the top of my
I think
head.
it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
help.
then I would like to.
Give another extra dice on top of the rouse check dice.
Alright, so insight. Wits. And then blood surge gives you 1 extra die. So
One
I
extra
get 2
die at your
extra
blood.
die.
Yeah.
Awesome. The difficulty was 4?
4.
But I did quit.
I should look.
Can I?
You can build power, yeah.
Or is that
You can do
allowed
it.
in PvP?
Yeah, it's a lot of, I believe you can build power roll.
I won't question it.
I can't remember if it says you can't build power roll against other players. So it's 4 meters beat, isn't it? Yeah, you're not 100% sure of it, but yeah, Gwen probably isn't the best person to be holding the mirror.
Why are you taking the mirror? Where are you gonna take it?
Well, if I'm staff, I'm gonna go upstairs, finish my rounds, and then leave as a staff member to look not suspicious.
Well, what I can do is like wrap it in a scarf and stuff it in my bag and then just leave.
There's been a murder.
Not necessarily. Well, that means that there is no security for us. Well, you know. They're all downstairs, aren't they?
That's
Yeah, and look what you got on your side. It's a bog off sword.
Well, I also have things that I can do to make people like me a little more. I don't trust you with the mirror. I would like
I
my
don't trust
money.
you with a mirror.
How
okay.
about I hold
Nobody,
it? How about
nobody
I
really
hold
trusts
it?
anyone. Dom,
I-
solid
listen,
choice.
I literally just want my money. I don't have any other ulterior motive. I just want to get the fuck out of here. So if I hold it, literally, I don't have any. I just want to get out of here and want my money. That's all.
I suggest
everyone
we
looking at me?
partner up.
Sure.
I suggest we partner
I
up like
pull out the
before.
mirror.
I don't. I look.
I look away. The fuck?
But can I?
Well-
Can I? Right? Can I? So, I have the rapid reflexes. When you pull them out, I look away. But can I try and grab the mirror?
I did not anticipate this becoming a problem.
Of
This
course
was
it became a problem, Edge.
No, I just anticipated you just pick the mirror and run off. I didn't anticipate we'd have a standoff.
Of course we would.
Yeah.
Well, no, absolutely.
Look at this table.
I just thought you'd grab the mirror and go get the payout.
Yeah, but
payouts
that's
important.
what, so
Um,
the moment Gwen pulls out, because I have rapid reflexes and fleetness, so I can be really quick without looking at it, or at least looking directly at it, try and grab
I'm
it.
going to say this. There is no way Gwen could get everyone looking directly at the mirror. You have to go directly at the mirror. You can
Yeah,
only point this at one person.
Yeah, if I'm standing a little bit aside
I
and then
point
grab it
it
from
at
the side.
Larissa.
Me, Letitia. Yes,
Sorry.
that's okay.
I point at Letitia and say, "Get me out of here."
I think Letitia has been looking to the ground for sure. She's not been
Okay.
facing away from you.
I think we're
Well-
going to end up having a Mexican standoff here where no one's going to
No.
look at the mirror.
It's okay, Hedge. I've got a better solution. I smashed the mirror.
I just tried to try and grab it first.
Straight up fucking. Oh.
Because the moment I feel like the moment Gwen would have pulled it out.
I think it's like as I'm pulling it out, I push it in my hand.
It's not something that's hand crushable.
I'm a vampire. I've got enhanced strength.
You have enhanced strength.
You're not gonna
yes.
get out of this, Callum. I'm so
yeah.
sorry.
You have enhanced
I'm
strength.
so sorry.
You have enhanced strength, but you also only have 1 strength. This is not a. This is made deliberately to be resisted. for this kind of stuff. This is a hardened artifact.
It's also made for vampires, right? So.
Actually, no, it wasn't made for vampires.
So
but
I can't smash it even if I try.
you can smash it by attempting to throw it on the floor potentially, but that will mean that you'd have to telegraph that, and other players will be able to attempt to intercept it.
Yeah, and I think rapid reflex specifically allows me to react quickly to like things coming at me or in my thingy or whatever.
Projectiles, yes.
Yeah, so but I feel like the moment Gwen would pull it out, don't want to try to grab it because he just wants to get out of it. I don't know if I can, but I would have tried that.
I'm going to make an unpopular ruling. To avoid being here for the next 20 minutes doing backwards and forwards contested rolls, I'm going to say that it's 3 vampires versus 1. Gwen would not be able to stand their ground and destroy the mirror if they tried. Because Dom is fast and strong. Darley's also got some strength behind them when they need it. And I'm not going to say what Letitia can pull out, but Letitia could very much, aside from using the sword, could very much, yeah.
Well, aside from the sword, also...
yeah. I don't want to be the dick person, but I also don't want to be here till 10, 20 to 11 in a back and forth standoff.
Fair.
I think one thing Gali might say is just, look, you're worried about this getting into the wrong hands or whatever. You have your moral objections. That's fine. The only morality that most of us care about right now is the payout. So, if you're that worried, we get our payout, and then we can always just steal it back.
I throw it knowing they're going to catch it.
Okay.
Yeah, I zoom around, catch it, I guess. Because I think it literally says like projectiles or something I can.
Yeah, no, it's you're fine. You're fine.
Yeah,
you can pick it up.
But like hold it to my chest with the mirror part away from
Okay.
everyone.
Go.
All right, go.
Quickly,
Okay.
before I change my mind.
I think
You're cool though. All right.
Yeah, just go. You.
I think the last one to leave is Letitia, and she gives you a look that once again says game recognizes game. However, she also goes, "You've got problems with the product, take it up with the buyer."
Get out of my city before I make you leave.
Fine. Good evening.
Okay. So I'm guessing then Gwen's not going to go with the rest of the party to the drop off.
No, Gwen
no.
is going to stand on the balcony.
Mm-hmm.
Have a
Okay.
cigarette.
I need to know where that package goes.
Okay. You follow the package. I'm going to say that you all get out of the hotel. There's no problem. The building. There's no problem with that. Security's preemptive. You know, it's running all over the place now. You get back in the limo. You get taken to the drop-off point. It's not in London. It's quite a long drive. About 2.5 hours. You arrive.
How far is Manchester?
Most of this 2.5 hours is traffic. You're at a private airfield just outside London. Only got one terminal, one runway. As you sort of pull up to it, you can see it's a private jet getting ready to take off. Who wants to make the drop off? You could all do it, or one of you can.
Oh, I reckon I would still have held the
Mhm.
mirror. So.
Sure.
it's-
I would have.
I
I
would-
would have helped you wrap it in a scarf that I have or whatever.
Yeah.
Mhm.
At least.
Yeah, same.
Okay, all three
Yeah.
of you.
Sure.
Okay.
We walk on this
Okay,
runway
you-
like the
um,
three confused people.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna ask one more time to be sure, because this has implications.
Uh-oh.
All three of you are going to make this drop.
I mean, you can't kill off Dom, so yes.
You can kill off
can't
Kelly
kill
if you want.
No.
You can kill me if you want.
Okay, here's the thing. It's not killing off Dom I'm worried about. It's what I'm about to implicate.
Oh god. Yeah, fuck it. Yeah,
Okay.
okay, we ball.
Okay.
Come on, guys, use your brains. It's the Frenchies. It's quite
Of course it
clearly
is.
the Frenchies.
It
It's
is.
quite
It is.
clearly.
It is.
Dom doesn't know that.
It is.
He's even more clueless than he is in a regular.
So.
I'm just here
yeah.
for the fucking
Yeah,
ride.
you're just here
Yeah.
for the ride. Yeah, apologies. I have no idea what's going on. You arrive in this terminal, and as Callum has completely pointed out, standing at the other end is two French people. One with blue hair in a waistcoat, the other in a sort of braided maid-style uniform. With
Bonjour, mes amis.
I don't speak French. Don't undercut me
Nous
like
avons
this.
retrouvé l'artefact.
I didn't know this about you. Oh my
and-
god, Betsy.
I pull out languages like it's my fucking job.
That's why he aspired to be.
Anyway. So what did both Dom and Garly wanted money, correct?
Yes.
What did Letitia want out of all this?
I think it would be favors that she
Okay.
would be wanting.
You meet them. There are several briefcases on the ground around them. The sort of look, the male's the one who speaks. Has like the blue hair, one half shaved, the other half curled over, in like long strands.
Slay, I guess.
Oh, he's a very attractive villain. We ascertained that last time.
Yeah.
We've realised the weak spot. Go for hot villains because Inez struggles to turn them down.
Turn your fucking voice down.
Turn your voice.
I thought there was 4 of you.
One of us did not make it.
Oh,
Why did I put on a fucking French accent? One of us didn't make it.
Yeah.
look, it's fine. I suppose you just get their cut as well, then, I guess.
Lovely.
The suitcases are for yourselves, pointing to Garly and Dom. Miss Delphine, we will arrange for a line of communication to be opened. Suffice to say, if you ever need the full support of the Camarilla, you may call it in.
Oh fuck.
And-
Sorry. Now
and
I know what's
she-
going on.
She goes, that will come in quite handy. Thank you very much.
Now the mirror.
Dom would have handed it over wrapped in the scarf.
Oh, I want that scarf back.
They unwrap it. They give the scarf back. Well, I suppose that's a test it works. You see that he twists it on his sister and goes, slap yourself with your left hand. And she does it. Hurts herself. Normally, Mesmerize would not allow you to give a command that would endanger someone, but this has a I can't remember the name of it, but there's a 5-dot feat that allows you to give commands that cause harm. Sort of twists it back round, sort of opens a briefcase, puts it inside. This will come in handy much, much later. But for now, we must return back home. I don't like England. It's too dark and rainy and miserable. Plus the food shit. Let's back to Paris with us.
Well, bon voyage.
Oh, don't worry. I'm sure we'll be speaking soon enough. They quietly turn around and head out to the terminal exit to the private jet waiting for them to take off. Inside those briefcases are 4 of them. Each one contains quite beefy briefcases. Each one contains about 2 million each. You said you
What's a
wanted
third
money.
of a
Take the
million?
So there's about 8 million in these
Oh, wait, so we each
briefcases.
get 4? Slay.
Hey, who said I didn't want it to?
then-
Oh, so you
on.
want money and the fucking favor? Okay.
Why not? Come on.
God dang it. All right. I need to
I
win
gotta
now.
start adding dots in my resources after this.
Oh, don't worry. I fully anticipate that Dom would have just done something stupid and either left it on a bus or spent it recklessly. It's like it's the
my
typical
God.
tale of Dom. It's just like I have all this money and now I'm
You
going to
give
take
it to-
stupid with it.
You give it to your mum.
Yeah.
You would know.
She
You wouldn't.
puts
Yeah.
it in a saving fund
Yeah.
for Dom's future.
Do you want to know
That's
something?
absolutely- Yeah.
Something really funny. I did just Google like, hey, what's a third of 2 million? 666,666.666.
Nice.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
perfect.
It's perfect. They take off. The
That's
limo is there to give you a lift back to London. Before dispersing. And yeah, the crow continues to try and track the mirror. I'm not quite sure how fast a crow can fly compared to a private
A
jet.
carrion crow could probably make it across the channel.
Yeah,
But I think it sees the plane,
yeah.
recognizes they're French, and like flies back. Yeah, it's Camarilla from France,
Yeah.
Paris, and Gwen books a Eurostar to Paris.
Wow.
I think that is where we're going to leave it.
Yay.
Yay.
Well done.
That was nice.
I understand what you were trying to do, Callum, but I had to see it through.
And like I
Had
Dom,
to try.
You
Had to try something.
Absolutely.
I
wouldn't be
can't
playing
I
the
can't
character.
no.
yeah, no, I can't metagame, so like
I'm not in this long term. I'm here for the fucking vibe.
No, like,
yeah,
like,
you were it was a good vibe.
I think like it just seeing what it was and
Mm.
knowing how much power that was like I cannot let it. Originally, the plan was
Mm.
she's gonna leave, wait to leave with the staff, go and get a forgery and give them the forgery.
hmm.
Alright.
But
Then why
I
didn't
got
you say
challenged-
that?
Because it wasn't about that. It was more about
Not
like
the mirror.
I can't let these 3 leave with the mirror.
The problem is that me being me was like, I have plans for that mirror, and that mirror has to get to that jet because it has to come out later.
I mean, like at least Dom knows what it is.
Yes,
and,
Dom
and Dom
does know
knows
what it
that
is.
if once Dom knows who the Frenchmen what they look like,
Yep.
he can relate to the rest. Like, hey, hang on, these people have something really powerful. Fuck.
Yep. which is
And
kind of
Valerian will beat the shit out of you.
yeah.
Morgan was kind of forgiving you for your existence. Morgan might eat you.
So fun fact. In my original plot, my original idea for the previous episode on the Tower Bridge, he was supposed to pull the mirror on Valerian. And basically compel Valerian to join them. But I was like, no, I've got the guest episode. I want to talk about how the mirror actually came to be. So I will save it for the finale.
Uh-oh.
Stupid.
It is stupid. It is
If you get
stupid.
to have
I
the
do like
mirror
that
in
I
the
get brought
finale,
on.
If you get to have your mirror in the finale, I get to have Alexander and Gwen.
It's just that villain moment at the end. It's all been done. We're at the end of the episode, final episode, and then Valerian just picks up the mirror, and the final scene is a really dark laugh.
Oh my god.
Yeah. I like it so much.
I do like being brought on to cause problems.
Yes,
Yes.
you are
That's
our
amazing.
It was
resident.
perfect.
Thank
You are
you.
our resident problem giver.
I do like that
Look.
everyone took a lot of effort to get into the penthouse, and Dom literally just went up, walked through the door, and went.
Just rizzed people up. I was like,
Yeah.
fair enough. Fucking god.
It wasn't particularly difficult.
No, like it's very rare that Dom gets to use his fame for something useful. Usually his
Usually it's a
fame
bit,
comes
yeah.
as like a downside of being a national actor. So it's kind of like it has to have some perks. It's like okay, you can have it this once.
Yay.
But no, I've had fun. I hope everyone else has had fun.
Yes.
I will sign off last. We'll go in reverse order for signing off. So, Apollo, you get to go first this time.
Hey y'all, I didn't break in the second half. My name is Apollo. I'm an Irish cosplayer, voice actor, RPG performer. That's it. Those are my things. Those are my things. You can find me on the internet under the
Who's going to say
Under
that?
the username.
Didn't break in the second half. Breaked in the end, though.
Yep.
Doesn't count. Under the username @TallNerdApollo. I am also now streaming on Twitch. I'm live on Mondays and Wednesdays at 7 p.m. and Saturdays at 1 p.m. all Irish time, which is technically also British time, but we're taking it back, baby. And in a couple of weeks' time, I'm going to be doing a really long-ass subathon playing Baldur's Gate. So come and just make me the most chaotic build. Come and just
Yes.
make me create just an absolute fucking atrocity. But yeah, that's it. Thank you so much for inviting me over. I love playing this little masquerade breach of a character. And I am so grateful to you, Hedge, for just letting me be here. Thank you so much.
It's a pleasure to have you. I'm gonna have to think of something else. Like when Vampire's over, we're just gonna have to find something else.
It's like,
we
how
can
the
bring
fuck
Apollo
do we
over.
get Gally back?
Like how do we bring
I want
Apollo
to play
back?
more with you, bestie. Come on. Please.
We'll have to have an Apollo in the Nez campaign.
Sibling power! Let's go!
Way to pop up the excitement.
Hi, I'm Anna or Riley, whichever you prefer. I use they them pronouns, and you can find me literally anywhere at Peculiar Planets. I usually write comics and tabletop content. I don't stream myself, so you just find me in other people's streams, basically. That's it. I've got nothing to plug, nothing to promote. That's it. That's the
I'm
vibes.
here. I turned up.
I'm here.
I did
yeah,
my
I turned
bits.
up. Yeah.
When do I get
Exactly.
paid?
And I love being here, and I'm having a good time. I'm looking forward to every Saturday. So
On the plus side, your connection has been really good tonight.
Yeah, well, it's not my connection. It's the
Well,
fact that I
yeah.
bought a laptop cooler. It's the best 30 euros I ever spent because I haven't lagged once, and I'm so happy.
When your laptop too hot.
Literally, that was literally. I tried to figure out what it was, and last time I came to the conclusion that was the problem, and like now it's fine. I've got like the whole monitor situation here.
The
and I can see-
laptop knew it was playing Dom.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
That's why my computer's frozen over.
That's why my computer is so expensive.
My laptop is pretty expensive, but it's just like it's not like a gaming laptop or anything. So
Yeah. Inez.
Hello. I'm Inez. I use she/her pronouns, and I am your succubus girlfriend with your consent. You can find me everywhere on the internet at succubusgf or xxsuccubusgf. XX. My face is everywhere. It's very easy to find me. My TikTok and my Blue Sky are most active. On Twitter, I post when I go live. Those things being here on Saturdays and on Fridays, I am over on the Lightfoot Rogue channel playing more Vampire the Masquerade. And that's actually, for y'all who don't know, where Letitia originated. She was the first ever vampire character that I ever played on that channel. So I'm so proud.
We should have killed her to make sure
Don't you
she couldn't
dare!
get there.
Don't you dare! She can't be killed. She has so much more to do. So yeah, I'm very, very excited to be playing more of that nastiness over there. It's amazing. I will be playing some of Letitia, I think, next the next session, but I think Sobek is going to be there a lot, which is my favorite Russian chaotic daddy, who I love so much. Yeah, and then other than that, I am live on my channel almost every day outside of that. I'm live every day unless I say I'm not. So and I play I do my Honkai Star Rail and my Genshin dailies and maybe some exploration of Genshin, but we're kind of finishing up Genshin and all their things. So I think I'm moving into some other games, mainly looking at Sekiro's Shadows Die Twice, doing a playthrough of that. So come check that out. It's gonna be very fun. I love you very much, and take care of yourself, please.
Yeah, Letitia was an interesting character pitch when that happened, because Inez was like, I can bring Letitia, but Letitia's overpowered.
She's
It's
so
like,
powerful.
It's like, no, bring her across. It's fine. She can't be that powerful. Saw the sheet. It's like 5 presents. Okay. You've been playing this character a while.
For so long. Yeah. 2 years in the making. There she is.
Yeah. It's like you can be here, but you're just here if things go horribly wrong.
Exactly.
You're
That's
here.
why I was so if Valerian wasn't there, I was ready to majesty Hugo. I was ready. I was so ready.
Like, you're the support character for tonight.
Yes.
That is your designation.
Like a level 20 NPC in a tavern, just like, I will only step in if I need to.
Yes. I'm just there as buffing person.
Just like it is nice to get characters out for a ride in another universe. That also technically means that we've canonically linked Lightfoot Rogue and London together now.
Well, there has been this. No, here's the thing. Here's the thing.
All the fucking vampires have disappeared. We can't have that be canon.
No. Listen to this, right? So there has been this famous, notorious Lightfoot Rogue episode. One night that has stretched over 6 sessions that took place in London.
Do you know what? That's actually a record. I thought we were the record for the longest sessions in one night.
No. So I was actually gonna ask you after this, like, when is this year? And what year is this in? And is this like maybe linked together? And could I possibly in the other game also have things from the Camarilla? You know. I'm gonna ask you about that later.
Yeah, ask me about that later. I'll write you a doctor's note to what's his face on Lightfoot Rogue going, Letitia did a good job, it can now call in Camilla favors at will.
Like,
Do not resist.
So stupid.
No.
Please, Callum, get it out
Anyway,
of here.
yes. Last but not least.
I'm meant to be in another game right now. Hello. I am Cal. I have been Callum, and I will be Callum after the stream ends. You just won't see me. You can find me on the internet at Theatre Callum pretty much everywhere. I'm now on Blue Sky, but I haven't posted anything. I've literally followed 2 people because I've quickly realised I'm gonna have to rebuild all my following. Like I can't be arsed for this. I talk about theatre sometimes when I've gone and seen it, which isn't often because I have no money. You will see me here on Saturdays for the rest of this stream, but we're not on next week, are we? We're taking a break.
No, we're on. Oh god, no, we're on next week. It's the week after, I want to say,
Yeah.
Okay,
That's true.
cool.
because
Well, I'll be here next week.
Starfield comes out on the 1st, and I have to stream on the 2nd. The break's in the wrong place. I should have put the break with.
No, I cannot be in the. I'm. Yeah. No.
Yeah,
Anyway,
that's,
yeah.
that's why.
And also, I might be running a show starting in October.
What do you mean might? I've got it in the calendar now.
Well, I don't know when it's starting. Yeah, I need to. It's
Yeah.
either the 1st or 2nd week of October. Right in time for Halloween, the
Well,
official holiday of October.
You've beaten us. I think we're starting the new Saturday show on the 3rd week of October.
It's my fault. That's my fault. I
Keep
take full responsibility for that one.
Keep an eye on the Misadventures
Yeah.
Twitter for cast announcements and maybe anything else I can think of doing as promo material before we
I
go.
forgot.
Mm.
Are you done?
What have you forgotten?
No.
Sorry, I forgot something. I forgot that like in September-ish, like beginning September, keep a close eye on the Horde of Tales channel. There might be something going on that I've been asked for. You know, something.
I was gonna say, is it so you're not telling me, Inez? Am I being held out on now?
Oh,
Um,
what? Why would you say that? What? That's so crazy.
We're like writing NDAs now.
Do you want to take it back a bit and let me kill the character so I can get away with the mirror just because it's secrets?
No. But keep an eye out on that. It's gonna be fun. I swear.
They're a great bunch. I suppose I should round it out. I've been Hedgehawk. He, him pronouns. I use he, him. He, him. Look. Yes, I use he, him pronouns. Brain not working. We've reached the threshold now, and my brain
Say
is shut
bye and let me leave.
down. Yes. I will. Yeah, do what? Screw it. You know where I am. We're going to sign off. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your evening / tomorrow. We are back next week. And we will see you then. Bye.
Bye. Mwah.